I think someone should dress up as Santa.
You.
Not
E-man.
me.
E-man.
I think you should be Santa.
E-man should be something.
I think you should be Black Santa.
I don't even believe
You don't believe in Black Jesus.
I'll dress as Black Jesus then.
Don't you dare come in his room. I will bind you. I have my cross. Morning, people. Happy Friday. Oh my gosh, it's Friday the 13th.
Oh, God.
Dun, dun, dun.
Welcome to TDA, the day after, your favorite news platform and the home of popular culture as defined by the culture. Apologies for our lateness. It's just some technical issues that doesn't concern Brent. It wasn't Brent, it was us. We're yapping. Gisting. But yeah, the full house is here, so let's let people know who we are today, or who's here today.
It's your boy, 6 foot plus of pure temptation, big mouse from the east side of the bridge. Our mom people.
As always, your favorite shade queen, my own royalty.
It's your girl, Just Jean, representing the Black Queens and the fitness scene. How you mean?
And they call me E-Man, the pro-black activist, TDA producer, news analyst, melanin jam-packed.
That's right.
What's going on? This is his brother Ramsey, the rotation host, and according to Saleh, the positively racist high up at TMB.
Okay.
How we doing?
Fair. I like the diversity, but...
We're doing quite racist.
No, we're doing quite racist. Do you know what's so crazy? That someone last week on Sunday actually said to me, like, is our show, like, do we want white audiences? And it was a whole conversation we had. And then on a Monday, the whole thing with Saleh happened. And I said, And then throughout the week, it's just been a theme. I said, we're never being in charges.
At all.
It gives blacks only on the door.
I will.
What'd you say?
I will.
You what?
I will.
You will. Oh, I will. I thought you said I will. I said, oh, you will what, girl? But how's everyone doing anyway?
I'm right, you know. I
Yeah.
feel good. I feel blessed this morning, man.
Not
Yeah,
bad.
man.
Yeah, I feel happy.
Just this morning.
Yeah, particularly this morning, yeah.
I like that.
I feel the same actually. I feel very just so grateful for life. I think it's because coming to the end of the year. I get
Yeah,
my
probably.
reflection bag.
Probably.
Just love it.
It's
I'm
finally
I honestly deserve to be the stereotype of how Richard Dollars would dress when she was black. that is my vibe, to be fair. Kumbaya. Yeah. Rest of you guys, how you guys doing?
Yeah, all good, thanks. You know, can't complain.
Love it.
Yeah, thank God, man.
Do you know?
Same.
Brent? Same.
Blessed and highly favored, thank you very much. It is the end of the week. It has been a very prosperous week.
Hallelujah. When you do it.
I'm looking forward to the weekend.
Amen.
Looking forward to next week. And yeah, there's something to read in the beginning of the document.
There is, man.
Thank you.
It's long. I saw the word sad and I saw the word Saleh. I don't know if it's linked. Let's find out. Hi all, love the show. I listen every day. Unfortunately, I can't always tune in live, but I always catch it on Spotify. I wanted to message in following the discussion that was had this week on racism and its definition featuring Saleh, LOL. I'm currently a trainee clinical psychologist in my final year of my doctorate, and my doctoral thesis is on systemic racism in the UK and racial trauma, so I thought it was only right I weigh in on this topic, even if it's off air. Sorry, this would have been because of what E-Man did yesterday. I know the conversation has long since, because you know when they talk to you off air and Discord, you came on air.
Oh, yeah.
Now you got people apologizing, they're not listening live. It's all right, girl. I know the conversation has long since moved on, but please feel free to share if and when relevant. The discussion was great, but something was missed, or maybe not articulated in the clearest way. And this was the understanding that racism is a social construct with significant historical context. It is a concept that was created by people, white people, who around the 16th century decided they were superior to all other global majority groups. It was at this point they assumed a position of power, which is still maintained to this day in many, many ways. When discrimination and prejudice occurs in the context of this racial power imbalance, then and only then does it constitute as racism. We cannot take racism out of societal and historical context. It's not possible. Hence, black people cannot be racist, as it was constructed by Europeans in order to subjugate and oppress other races. Racism is nuanced and cannot be truly understood by a dictionary definition only. It's really sad and shocking that some people in the community don't understand what the term actually means, so I thought I'd share my thoughts. What I have mentioned is just the tip of the iceberg, as I'm sure you know, I'd really recommend for those in the chat that were agreeing with Saleh to educate themselves on racism. I'd recommend Why Am I No Longer Talking to White People About Race by Rennie Edo Lodge or Cast by Isabel Wilkerson. As for Saleh, he has a serious case of internalized racism, and his views align with colorblindness, which is the notion there are no racial power imbalances and we are all inherently equal. It's given all lives matter. Shout out to Ebony, Margs, and Eman for trying to break things down for him, but he is the only one that can address his own ignorance. Anyways, love you all and hope I can eventually join the Discord on one of my days off. Best, Cheryl. Big up, Cheryl.
Big up Cheryl, man.
Big up, Cheryl. And that's what I was talking about when I did that module I did. Like, it's so much more deeper to, I don't like black, so I don't like this. Like, it's a whole systemic thing. So thank you, Cheryl, for breaking that down very, very well. That actually gave me flashbacks to that module. So thank you, girl. And all the best for your thesis.
We've got a lot to get through today, so let's
Sure
get into
do.
the first headlines.
Yes, please.
All right, people. So Russia has reportedly established direct contact with Syria's Hayat Tahrir al-Sham HTS rebel group, aiming to maintain its military bases in the country. The Deputy Foreign Minister, Mikhail Bogdanov, stated that the contact with HTS is constructive and hopes the group will uphold order and ensure the safety of foreigners. Russia maintains two bases in Syria, a naval base and also the Kemimim Air Base, which was established at the Syrian government's request to combat terrorism. This development comes as the US works to bring home an American citizen released from a Syrian prison, whilst also continuing efforts to locate another US citizen by the name of Austin Tice. Next headline, a NATO Secretary General Mark Rutte warned of an urgent need for a wartime mindset and significantly increased defense spending amongst member nations to counter the growing threat from Russia. He emphasized that current spending is insufficient to prepare for potential future conflicts, citing Russia's substantial military buildup and its ongoing war in Ukraine. He also urged members to prioritize defense spending, even if it means reducing spending in other areas to protect their way of life and democratic values. His appeal directly targets citizens within the NATO territory, urging them to pressure their politicians to prioritize defense spending to avoid a future crisis. And our next headline, some good news, man. Ethiopia and Somalia have agreed to end their bitter disputes over Addis Ababa's plans to build a port in the breakaway Republic of Somaliland, following talks in Turkey. So Turkish President Mr. Erdogan welcomed the historic agreement, which he said would eventually ensure landlocked Ethiopia's access to the sea. At the press conference, he held hands with the Ethiopian Prime Minister, Mr. Abiy Ahmed, and Somali Prime Minister Hassan Sheikh Mahmoud, who both agreed to respect one another's sovereignty. The two neighbours have been at loggerheads since January, when Ethiopia signed a maritime deal with Somaliland, which Somalia considers as part of its territory. It prompted fears of a wider regional conflict as Egypt has been backing Somalia, largely due to its anger with Ethiopia for building a dam on the River Nile. Turkey has in recent years become an important geopolitical player in the Horn of Africa, as it has close economic ties with Addis Ababa and security deals with Mogadishu. Erdogan said that the agreement announced on Wednesday night in the Turkish capital Ankara was the first step towards a new beginning. He said, "I congratulate both my brothers for reaching to this historic reconciliation with devotion, and I thank them for their constructive attitude." And that's it for our headlines.
All right, let's get into what you say in topic of the day.
He's gonna die.
Are you cramming the material?
All right, people.
Charger.
No, there's one here. It just doesn't work. The wire doesn't work.
All right, people. So today for our topic of the day, it's not going to be too long, but it is a clip that I saw on Instagram. Basically a little dialogue between people back home. And I'm going to get Brent to play the video now. But again, the title is Wealth, Whiteness and Hypocrisy. Who gets to critique Africa? You know what I'm saying? Because I feel as though, especially this is what the guy says as well. When certain people who are rich, certain people who are white, talk about Africa, it's like we kind of take on their opinions, but we don't look at the hypocrisy of it, right? But sometimes when we do it ourselves about talking about Africa, we say that person shouldn't be talking about Africa. So again, it's more so about people who are outside of the continent criticizing and critiquing, telling us how to live our lives. But yeah, the question is, who gets to critique Africa? Okay. So Brent, play the video, please.
Comes from America where they are polluting like crazy, and he comes and tells us our cows are emitting methane. Like, and he's left nuclear power stations, factories, and all this back where he comes from. But that's settler colonialism. You know, we accept what he says because he's white and he's rich. That's the definition of settler colonialism. That's why when Bill Gates advises us on health, we say yes. He's not a doctor, but we say yes because he's rich and white. The one thing Bill Gates has never advised us about is computer software, and that one he knows.
Yes. Why not give
He has
us...
never come and said, I'm giving you free Microsoft Office to Kenyan schools. No, he only comes to bring contraceptives, I don't know, vaccinations, new seeds.
Mm-hmm. New seeds.
Yeah, he comes to advise us on agriculture. Hakuna shamba. Settler colonialism.
Man.
Settler colonialism. It is inside our systems. I think the most harmful part of it is the part that is inside our systems and our state systems.
Yeah. What's your guys' thoughts, man?
So you're saying they only come with certain things. Do you know what the issue is? I feel like the issue is, though, when you keep going to certain people, when you keep going to the West to beg for money and stuff like that, they're going to feel like they have the right to speak on your country.
This is true.
What am I giving you the money for if, in the words of Trump, for example, this place is a shithole? What am I going to give you the money for? This is the problem. I mean, obviously, if they hadn't stole the way they stole, robbed us blind and done, then we wouldn't have to be going back and forth to them. Well, possibly wouldn't have to be. But it's difficult when it is that you keep asking them for money to loan you money. Of course, they're going to be in your business and they're going to use it to insult. A lot of the Western countries take Africa as a joke. There's no
100%.
respect there.
100%.
They love the fact that we keep asking them for money and we keep almost like they're the white saviors. So of course they're gonna insult our countries. Ain't no problem. Also, I don't know what Africans' problem is with contraception. I don't know why that's always the go-to. We need it. We do need that.
Share the video on X, please, everybody. Thank you very much.
Oh,
Let it be a routine, so I don't keep asking you all. Thank you very much. There are new rules in the new year.
What about you guys? What's your thoughts, man? Do you feel as though he has a point? Or do you feel as though, actually, you know what, Bill Gates is somebody outside of the continent, but actually cares about humanity? And it's like, cool, Africa has a contraception problem, and also agricultural problem. You know what I'm saying? And so I want to prioritize those things. I want to be a very benevolent philanthropist and help.
I think I agree with Esther in the sense where, like, if you're taking from them, how do you expect them to not have some sort of input as to where, I guess, their money or their contribution is even going? So, of course, they're going to come with their ideas and stuff because it's clear to you guys that they're better off, right? So you're going to go for advice. So they're going to impart their wisdom onto you.
And do you feel like there's an agenda there, though? So even though they're giving us this critique and they're coming to try and help according to at least their philosophy or whatever, do you feel like there's an agenda with their help? Because like you said, this guy is an expert when it comes to software. Microsoft's the biggest thing in the world for how many decades now? But he ain't ever once come and spoke about anything to do with that. Technology and stuff is in the software area. But when it comes to these other things, vaccinations now, you want to, you know what I mean, curtail the population. You want to do certain things. And that one day you want to come there with him. So, I don't know. Do you feel like it's part
I
of
think
the
there's always an
wider plan?
agenda, though. Like, nothing in this world is for free. So that is naive. If you believe that there is an agenda, I think that's being naive in general. So, yeah.
Do you guys feel as though what happened? Do you guys feel as though black people though us who are out here in the West should be in those positions where we can critique. So if it was like one of us who said the same thing, who was doing the same sort of thing as Bill Gates, for example, you made your money in a completely different field, but you still are passionate about the fact that people's lives should be saved in these particular areas where Africa's maybe lacking in. Should you have to watch your tongue, or do you feel like you need to be an expert in that particular area? Or because you're not even living back home, maybe you have to keep your mouth closed?
I don't even want to hear from professionals. I don't even know why people listen to Bill Gates for anything anyway. If he ain't talking about
Microsoft.
Yeah. He's talking about computers and things and how he made his money. I ain't listening to what Bill Gates is saying. I couldn't give a shit.
I think the reason he's brought up is because of his philanthropy. That's why he's brought up a lot. So the stuff that he does around Africa and the stuff that he improved, that's why they always tend to quote him. I think that's more reason why. I think it's to do with that. It's more so to do with his philanthropy work, not necessarily because of his business acumen, if that makes sense, innit? Because he likes to paint himself as the person that's coming to save Africa or help these poor people. I think that's why he's usually brought up.
Yeah, but if man's talking about all that contraception, all these things, that's for anybody. That's not exclusive to just Africa or Africans.
But bear in mind, there's always a thing in the West, innit? They generalize Africa, and whenever you think of impoverished countries or impoverished continents, the first thing that's popped up in most people's heads is Africa because of colonialism and because of the way they paint Africa. They never paint Africa in a positive way.
So what sort of help? Because obviously a lot of the time, we black people, whatever African people, we obviously talk about the effects of colonialism. We complain about it, right? And rightfully so. But if somebody from the West, especially if those of us who want to be integrationists and whatnot, right, want to come back and help, yeah, should we be telling them where to help and how to do the help?
Well, it's hard to it's hard though, isn't it? Because certain countries are still shackled down by Western countries. So until those are sorted out, we can't look at anyone coming to help until we sort out the foundation. So it's a difficult thing. There's countries still benefiting now. France is still benefiting now from countries trading and franc. It's more than that. So
Anyone coming over, anybody they need to be professionals in their fields and what they're advising people on anyway, or you're just doing what the Europeans done. What gives you the right to come over here and chat shit just because?
And that's what I was about to say.
Just because you got money and what you civilized or something.
but they
What are you
can't.
talking about? Like,
Like,
you know
that's
what I'm
what,
saying?
yeah.
they can't anyway. They
what
can't.
sense?
That's what I'm saying. The foundation of it is still fucked. So if someone comes and say they came with the right mindset or came with an actual plan, it don't matter because the game's rigged from the beginning.
I feel like sometimes, even with people who are from here, it's still that same white savior complex that's working even within our people who don't live there every time. And then you go back there and you feel like all of a sudden now you got the answers, you got the solution, and you want to criticize, but you don't live the day to day. Like you don't live, like as much as I say what I say about Nigeria, obviously I lived there, but even then I still have to be mindful because I never want to come across as if I feel like my life is better just because I'm in the West or I'm more brilliant. And I think that is the issue sometimes, is when people want to go back home, you don't want to go back humble and see what's already going on there and find out how you can assist. You can join the cause. You want to be the one to lead the cause because you feel like you come from a better country. But then how are you different to the white man? How are you different to these other rich billionaires who feel like they can just come in here and do whatever they want to do? Like, it's not any different. And I feel like that's the tension between people back home, and I hate this word with every fibre of my being, but diaspora. It makes me, I need to throw up. I hate that word so much.
How come?
I don't know what it is. I just hate it.
Oh, you hear the way it sounds?
I just think it's just the way it's said all the time. Like diaspora. Oh, shut up. You don't live in Africa. Okay, we've heard. There must be another name for this before it became a trend. But anyway, people that live back home, people that don't live back home, that sometimes that's the cause, that's the root of the tension. Because it's like, it's nice for you to stay there and criticize, but you're doing absolutely nothing. And then when it is that you do come here, you just come in for enjoyment. And then when you come for the enjoyment, you just F off. And even the way people talk about, I remember that, was it last year, I think it was, and there was a whole thing on Ghanaian Twitter, and how they were really cussing people that came from London and whatnot, because in America, because they were saying how they come then, you treat people as if they should roll out the red carpet for you. How are you any different to the people that colonized them? Do you get me? So I feel like sometimes that is what adds to the issues between us. But I don't think there's anything wrong with people, say you live in the West and you go back home and you feel like you want to do something useful for the community. I don't think there's anything wrong with that.
Yeah.
But I think that the focus should always be about how we can benefit the community and hire people from there. And do you know what I mean? Stuff like that. Like do things that will help build the local economy, that will help build the local community where it is that your business is based or whatever the case might be. And just fall in rather than try to lead the pack because you feel like you've got better education or whatever the case might be.
So basically, let them decide. If you're going to give money, and basically and be there, supervise whatever it may be.
Yeah.
But let them decide where to allocate the resources.
Yeah,
'Cause
like,
they know best. They're there.
Yeah, because like ask them what it is that they need money for. See what makes the most sense for you.
I know what you're doing.
What happened?
That goes back to the argument you had yesterday
Which one?
about socialism and capitalism.
No, I wasn't
yeah,
even thinking
I'm
that
sure.
at all. That probably just came out naturally. But I wasn't thinking about it.
But I feel like that's that's the thing because you can be over here and be like, oh, they don't have that, they don't have this, they don't have that. But then you don't understand the reason why they don't have like Ramsey said, there's some of these things is deeper than what appears on the surface.
Yeah.
So I feel like even if you want to give money or whatever, the right way I would think to do it is to go back and actually speak to people, know where it is that where the gaps are and how you can be useful to fill those gaps. Like, do you know what I mean? Don't just assume these things. And then when you hear what it is that the money is needed for, then know whatever you feel comfortable thinking, okay, do you know what, we can see this is achievable or whatever the case might be, then do that. But because I feel like even sometimes as well, even people back home as well, obviously I can mainly just speak on Nigeria. Sometimes they're just a bit delusional sometimes.
Yeah.
Because you know the problems. You complain about the problems all the time. But when someone outside complains about the problem, like, did you see when they were cooking the video 2 weeks ago? Because he was,
Yes.
he had an
yeah.
American, he was on an American radio
Podcast,
somewhere.
something.
A podcast something, and he was basically talking about,
from Atlanta.
yeah, he was Atlanta, and he was talking about how, because he grew up in America and whatnot. So he was talking about how people that Americans just be like, oh, I want to come back and we'll just move there. But he was like, things are difficult back home. Like the reality of it is that it's not just easy to just pack up and move back to Nigeria and think that it's all going to be la-di-da. He was like, the economy is bad right now. This is da-da-da. Not the Nigerians cussing him out. Talking about, oh, you went there and you're saying all these horrible things about Nigeria. So stuff like that, sometimes I don't get it because that is the
Isn't that
reality
fact,
though.
though?
It is a fact.
Yeah,
But they're like,
just
oh,
don't-
you're just saying all these things in front
It's
of...
pride though, man. I think
And that's the
that's the
thing.
biggest problem with our people. We're too prideful. It's like, I just think that's black people in general though.
But I don't know. I think it's very backwards thinking.
No, 100%.
It's because the problem does exist. Yeah, but the problem does exist, and whatever else, and then end up anything to why he's not doing a show there, and blah 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 blah. This whole thing. But yeah, it's foolishness.
The negative stereotype I usually hear with Africa is that they can't spend the money for themselves. Is that was definitely something perpetuated by the colonizers, right? And do you feel that that's still enforced now, even by, say, Nigerians or other countries?
Spend the money on themselves. Is that what you said?
No,
Spend.
that they're poor with it. As in they
poor money
mismanage
management.
it.
Oh,
They
mismanage,
you
yeah.
can't trust. Da, da,
The
da,
government
all that
does.
shit.
I mean, it's corruption, isn't it?
Yeah.
They know how to very efficiently take the money. You know what I mean? And give it to their friends and stuff.
But I feel like they're... But yeah, but that happens in every government, right?
Yeah.
So that video reminded me of that Farrakhan clip. You know, the famous one?
Oh, for sure.
Where he was saying no...
I know for sure.
where they basically... He tried to demonize
Yeah.
a country, but Farrakhan was like, wait, hold on. America's done more to destroy the world, not just its own.
Yep.
You are in no position to talk about any African country. But I feel like it's perpetuated a lot more with African countries because it's easier. Whereas in America, everything's and the UK, everything's kind of hidden under the rug. So I feel like that probably is another reason why it might be a stereotype that's, I don't know, that people still believe.
What exactly is the stereotype that people believe?
That there's that corruption ensues in Africa.
Okay.
That's a stereotype. That's a fact, isn't it?
Like, there's corruption everywhere.
Yeah, but
There's probably more corruption in America and the UK.
Yeah, but then I can't speak because I'm not over there or in the government or nothing. But
What, here?
Nah, in Africa. And
Oh,
that.
okay.
But the government, they're corrupt. They do the stuff with the PP. They think they're bridges.
That's what I'm
and stuff
saying.
like that. Yeah, but they're not. Yeah, but they're taking, but they're also like providing and stuff like.
What,
There's
here?
there's enough infrastructure. Yeah, but there's still enough to provide for everybody and build up the infrastructure and
There's
do
still
No,
things.
there isn't.
No, but you mean basically there's still at least public services. There's
Do you
still
get what I'm
an
trying to
NHS.
say?
But
There's
NHS is on its knees. You
But
got
yeah, but it's
nurses
still
and
here,
workers
though.
going to
But it still
food
exists
banks.
though.
Whereas
It's still
over
there.
there, they'll take everything for themselves
Because
and give it to their
everything
brethren,
was
and
rigged
there's
from
no
the start.
infrastructure. No, but they're not. It's not like they're. I don't know. Then.
Because you see how we can at least when people can say, oh yes, the NHS is bad, but at least we still got the NHS.
Yeah.
And the buses,
countries can't even say
and the
that.
buses running, the roads are paved.
But
And
it's not.
Do you
the
get what I
same.
mean?
There's
Yeah,
still
I do,
functioning
but I'm saying
things.
it's unfair because you're looking at the UK see it as Donald Trump. I started my business with a small loan of $1 million, and then you're looking at Africa, which was colonized, fucked from the beginning,
Yeah,
and
so-
still now on tariffs.
So obviously people need more on that. It's like the stuff that was happening with the FA and all that. Like over here, the FA and probably get money from FIFA, all the world clubs do, but the top clubs manage to provide. That's if you go look at England's facilities and whatnot. So whoever's stealing off it, you don't know. When they're giving money to CAFCON and that, and the Caribbean countries are getting it, they ain't even got pitches. They ain't got no kits. These men have got to pay for their own flights and all that. Like it's not. Do you get what I'm trying to say? It's not like they're patterning and scrimping a little bit off the top. They're taking the whole thing.
They're taking the whole thing.
But so does the UK, except they got a lot more money to do that with. Is what I'm saying.
See, I think I hear what both of you are saying in it, but I think this is why sometimes we don't get to certain places, because I think Marx is basically saying what the reality is, which is they messed up Africa, but we're also adding to the problem. You know what I'm saying? But you're more so kind of sounding like they messed up Africa. Let's deal with the fact that they messed up Africa.
No,
but we still
I'm
have
saying
resources.
Let's deal with the fact that Africa's handicapped. That's what I'm saying.
100%. But with the other hand, they're stuff in their pockets. Do you get what I'm saying?
Yeah.
And we also have to talk about that as well.
But is that more of a result of them being a product of what has been made to be since its inception?
100%. But
Can we really blame them from?
100%. Don't get me wrong. Like I fully understand what you're saying, because even those times where certain presidents have taken control, again, my hero Sankara, then there'll be a death plot on them. You know what I'm saying? So they'll sort out the country. They'll use the money
Which is usually
correctly.
perpetuated by who?
Oh, it's the West, 100%.
That's what I'm saying.
You know what I'm saying? 100%. They get involved and they kill people. So 100% that's the case. But I don't know, like in terms of like for example, Mark, if you go to Jamaica right now and you want to help in Jamaica, would you feel offended if someone said to you, let me take your money and use it in this particular way, rather than you tell us what you want to build here and do for us?
Not if there was someone I trusted, if that makes sense. Not if it was legit. Like obviously, because you're gonna get your back up and start to think, right, you're trying to swindle me. Like you know, I'm trying to say, like obviously, you're gonna take my money and do foolishness with it. Just kind of like what we just spoke about, kind of thing. But if it was someone that I trusted and they've got a better insight to what's going on in the country and where the funds need to go and stuff like that, then I'd be like, all right, let's get it done then.
Okay. And you know, if you're going back home and you're starting business, right, do you feel like you kind of need to be tapped in to know, I don't know, what's best for the people, or do you feel like you just want to do something that you feel like it's on your heart to bring back home, if that makes sense? Do you care about how they receive it, or do you want to give it?
Of both.
Okay.
I think a balance of both, because I don't live there, innit? So
Yeah.
I can only go off what I think, but it'll be better to have insight from those that are actually on ground and the people that you're serving.
And Brent, what's your thoughts on it? Do you feel like if you're going to do something back home in Trinidad, you would consult people there, or do you feel like I don't know, being here in the West, knowing that the world is going in a particular way, and the West is kind of pushing it there at the forefront of it, right? For whatever reason, since you're kind of ahead of the game, it's best to bring some of that that foreknowledge and take that back home, or do you want to kind of just deal with what they want?
I would definitely consult them. I cannot not consult them because I don't know exactly what it is they need, right? But I would definitely bring the delta from this particular country to there. I know a few things that they are behind on. I remember Daryl saying that when AZ went back, like based on his career and the places that he's worked and the systems that he's been involved in creating, like there was such a vast difference back home, and just slight changes would be revolutionary, like just overnight. But the focus wasn't there at all.
Exactly.
Which is crazy.
Exactly.
And obviously, corruption is real, it's rife. And also, he also said he thought that it must be like a plot to actually keep them this way, keep them on the teat
Yeah.
of their donors.
Mm-hmm.
So, yeah.
See, that's basically the question that I wanted to ask a bit earlier, right? But we obviously got there. Like, you guys earn a certain amount of money. You've got your lump sum. You feel passionate about what's going on back home in your respective countries. And you feel like, cool, I've got the knowledge, the experience. I'm tapped in what's going on here, where the world is going. I want to help Africa, everyone, Jamaica, Trinidad, get at top of, you know what I'm saying, like ahead of the game. Would you prioritize what you think, where you think the future is going, to help them? Even because remember, like in this example, they can't see like what you see. Should you prioritize that, or should you deal with the things that they deem important now? So you've got your money. What are you choosing to do with it? You've worked hard for it. So there's not just money you can just squander. So it's money you care about. You're really passionate about this. You want to really help back home. But you feel like you've got certain insights. You know where the world's going. I want to help. Let's get on top of the game.
It's a bit difficult to answer that because there's always going to be a short-term strategy and a long-term strategy, right?
Okay.
And they might not have the infrastructure to even reach that long-term strategy at any point in time. So you can't implement that until certain things are in place.
Let's just say your long-term comes with that infrastructure too.
Then I'll do the long-term.
Okay.
Because they know what they know currently, and it's been going that way currently. If I come in and spend the next 20 years strategizing a rollout, then they already know what they know, but soon they will basically know better.
Okay. So basically, you do what you want to do.
Well, 100%. I mean, it's my money, right?
yeah, 100%.
And also, what they've been doing hasn't been working.
Yep.
So my first thing is get rid of the monarchy, 100%. And yeah, just start shifting stuff. The monarchy needs to go. Whoever's currently the treasury there needs to go.
How much control does the monarchy have?
Quite a lot. I mean, freedom of speech is stifled there still.
Okay.
So that needs to go. Just all that. That'll be the first thing I do with my money.
You need a lot of money to do that.
I know.
Okay, let's just say you don't waste your money doing that.
Okay.
You need to go.
I'm still doing it my way. I'm not doing it their way.
Okay, cool. Even though your people are saying to you, Ramsey, I hear what you're saying, but people need this right now.
They don't. They haven't needed it since for decades. People are suffering.
They don't.
The difference between the rich and the poor is quite staggering.
But that's what I'm saying to you. I'm saying the poor that you want to help, for example, middle downwards, are basically saying, look, we need help in these particular areas, right? This is more immediate. You're talking about a long-term thing. 20 years from now, yes, we'll be one of the richest African nations, one of the best in the world. No to what?
No to what they're saying.
So you'll do it your way?
Yes.
Okay, cool.
Why
so?
Because your way hasn't been working. If it's a short-term plan that they want, it's not going to work in the long term. I'm doing a long-term plan on purpose.
Yeah. Okay.
We can better use our money to invest back into the communities. And yeah, I just think it'd be a better idea. Even though it's one of the 7th wonders of the world, the Hassan Mosque, loads of people died making that. And I don't think that's spoken about enough. And that was at the behest of the king. That was at the behest of the country. And I just, as beautiful as it is, and even when you look at it, when you're there, you look across the street, it's just nothing but poverty. That's me. That's probably a very controversial take.
No. Marks, what would you do? I think you kind of answered it, to be fair. But if put in that position where you had to choose, you're doing it your way because you feel like, look, I'm gonna stay ahead of the game.
This is
It's beautiful.
Stupendous.
Yeah.
Where is that?
That's in Casablanca, Morocco.
Is that marble?
Even the inside as well is
Come on.
crazy. But just across the street?
What street? And in the middle of nowhere?
No. It's right on the strip. You see where the beach
It
is?
does look
What
like it's in the
street?
middle of nowhere.
Yeah,
Though.
because they're always going to picture it like that. You see what you see in the Google Maps?
Ah,
Yeah,
really?
you see the streets there?
What's on the opposite side of the road?
Just like poverty.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
They're cheeky. They tell people to get out of the picture. So they can post a good picture up.
Yeah, 'cause it's one of the 7th wonders of the world, so you have to.
But isn't that a perfect example of this? No. So somebody's come and said, "Cool, I am dedicated. I care about my religion. I'm Moroccan, but I care about my religion, and I believe serving Allah in the best most comfortable place
Yes.
will lead us forward. So they don't deal with the poverty. They deal with Hassan Mosque.
But that's been happening from the beginning of time. You go
No, but I'm
to
saying,
the
like,
holy places are always grand and stuff like that.
100%.
You go like there's one in every visual ever. That's where the money will go. It's a place of worship. It's where it's what they have always done.
But that's what I'm saying. Is that a good thing? Because remember, like Brent and Ramsey right now have said they'll do it their way. So if their way, for example, was that, for example, I want to make sure that.
I'm definitely getting assassinated.
But would you still do it?
Yeah.
Okay, cool. So based.
I'm
You know
gonna
what
have body doubles.
Yeah, come on. It's not hard for me.
Again, if you've got a long-term plan, and obviously the people want the like short-term gratification or whatever, but you've got a plan that's gonna change things in generations to come, that's gonna take you out of this problem, then you got to stay strong and stick to your stance in it, because this is like just plastering over these little cuts is not helping. You get me? We have to get to the root of the problem. So it's like, he's not gonna feel it now. It's like what Keir Starmer said to you about the you're gonna feel it now, it's gonna get worse, but in the long term, yeah, so don't moan now when Labour are rolling out their initiatives, isn't it?
Except he doesn't need to flirt with BlackRock to do that.
See, you can't win it. Can't have it all, man.
Esther and Gina, what would you guys do? Your way or the people's way? Your
That's
money.
so tricky.
I try and find the balance, but ultimately it is my money though. If the people's way made sense, I would just hope that it would kind of be in alignment with what it is that I'm trying to do. I'll try and find a way to make both work.
Yeah.
Because what is the people's way? What does that get us? Would we actually achieve what the people want?
Yeah. You make sure. It's your money. You'll make sure they do. So that wherever the need is in the now that they're talking to you about, it gets sorted.
And that's what I would do.
Okay.
I think if I'm going back to say that I want to help my community and whatever, and my community are telling me this is what they need help with, I can't say to them, no, you don't. I would do, like, I want to do my way.
You can say.
I can, but I don't know how that makes me different from the colonizer then.
But maybe because your heart's in a better place. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Like, they don't care. Assuming they don't care.
Yeah.
But you care. This is your people. You're going home to do it yourself, to make sure the money's not squandered.
Exactly though. So if I'm doing all of that to go and help my people, and my people, the ones I've come here to help, are saying this is what we need help with, who might say no, let's invest in AI because in 20 years time, because if we don't say for example, what it is that needs to happen is just like basic stuff.
Yeah.
If we don't have the basic stuff, how are we going to get to the point to do that? I would see that as, I would see what it is that the current need is as a step towards like greater things.
Yeah.
Like maybe that's when we would get to what it is that I want to do. But I just think that if you want to help a community, you can't go in there and then tell them what they're telling you they need help with is not what they need help with.
Yeah.
And you got a better idea than them. That's what
sure?
the white man does.
It's not.
Absolutely,
It's
it
not.
is.
At all.
Obviously, they're conniving, but people, they'd say this is what we need, and they're like, actually, no, we know better. I've got better. Because if I don't live there, I'm not there every day. I don't live there every day. I don't know what the realities are like. All I have is an overview picture, and I go there and I sit down with whoever it is, the people that know stuff, and they're saying to me, "This is what our needs are in this community," and I'm gonna say no. I'm going to use my money to help you the way I see fit.
Precisely.
How is that different to what white people, to the colonizers?
Because the colonizers did it for themselves, you're doing it for the people.
I'm not doing it for the people though. If I'm ignoring the people.
But if the people don't have foresight, so say there's natural resources, right?
Yeah.
And those natural resources can be used for batteries for cars.
Yeah.
Let's AI, whatever, chips for AI. They could be a powerhouse in the next 15, 20 years.
Yeah.
But they're just saying, no, we need help with stuff now. That's not going to really benefit them later.
But how are we going to get there in the next 15, 20 years if the thing that they need now, but the thing that they need now, if that's what's going to help them to keep them going, for us to be able to survive the next 15, 20 years, how would we get there?
See, I'm coming from
Because I tell you, in year 2, they've gone rid of my ass.
No, I'm of the mind of you're not. They want you to invest more money into the cracks they have now. But I'm saying, yeah, we can invest a little bit into the cracks, but the majority needs to go into the cobalt, needs to go into this to make you a powerhouse.
Wait. The reason why this is so funny is because there's no specificity in this question that we have still. So Esther could be basically looking at poor people needing to eat, right? And they're going to die if they don't eat. And you're coming in telling them about cobalt. And factories and whatnot, right? Now, in your mind, you're like, but they need jobs in order to basically provide. For
Food never came
like,
into my mind. But yeah, I get you.
yeah, I'm aware.
Yeah.
But that might be what's on
Food
Esther's
definitely comes to my
mind.
mind.
No,
child.
as in it's not
understand?
that. We're
So,
thinking about the bigger picture.
I'm aware.
Yeah.
That's what I'm saying.
Why do you keep doing that this morning?
His voice. But I feel like, I feel ultimately it depends, and ultimately, I mean, speaking vaguely, it will depend on what it is they feel like the need is now to what it is that I have in mind. But I am very mindful about saying you want to help a community and then ignoring what they're telling you they need help with.
Yeah.
If it's frivolous things where everyone wants a MacBook, that's silly. But if it's actual things that it's a need, I don't know how I feel about saying that's not a need enough. This is what I want to spend my money on.
Okay, so to wrap up, let me ask everybody, try and identify as Nigerian. In fact,
I'm Nigerian.
Brent, I was about to say, how did you know?
All right.
How did you know? Literally.
or just figure yourself as a part of a country where electricity is like it is Nigeria, right? And
It's
someone
never
take.
Do you know about? Sorry, I'm so sorry. Yeah,
Do you know
sorry.
what? Imagine-
Tiwa Savage yesterday. Sorry, Tiwa Savage got a new song, right? And she's basically doing a money giveaway on her Instagram live. So yesterday, so she'll have random people like just tapping whatever. Some girl obviously tapped in. So she's like, I can't see, the light is off. Like, girl, put the light on. The girl said, Nepa, I'm taking the light.
I don't know
She's
how.
like, oh!
I don't know how we would function, you know, because you see
It's a lot.
Do you know the amount of times I'm like mid getting ready?
And the way it goes quiet, it's like
It
you
goes
don't realize how much noise is around you. When it
then-
literally goes quiet, I'm like, oh my God.
And you know my house, do you know what's really funny? When it comes back, the doorbell goes off first. So whenever I hear tin tin, I'm like, yay, it's back.
So the amount of money that flows through that particular nation of Nigeria or Ghana, right? You don't think that one particular incoming government could promise to say they fix this
Can I be
stupid
honest?
issue?
I think it's intentional.
Okay.
It is
I can't
intentional.
talk to me.
this
I'm
point.
trying to go. I don't wanna do that.
No, it is.
Block me at the airport.
No, but it is intentional. Like, they generally do it on purpose. Like, so I've heard stuff like, you know, obviously the alternative is a generator, innit?
Yeah.
So we've got a generator now. They're so loud.
They're so loud. And
They're so
it's-
loud.
That
It's like-
is the cause of climate change.
They're
Single-handedly.
so
In
loud.
Africa.
Like, it's
mad.
ridiculous. So, like, I've had people say stuff like they do it intentionally, so obviously then the generators can obviously like get money in it because they're gonna get used and stuff. And
And they buy
sometimes
petrol,
yeah,
everything.
people in power have links to those generator companies, or they even have shares in those. Do you know what I mean? It's all a scheme, because it doesn't make sense how you're telling. And the reason why I feel like, so somewhere like Ghana, the reason why it frustrates me is because I'm like, how much money since 30 December and like since the year of the return, the amount of money that has gone into that country, is insane. And you're telling me you still have light off? How? Like, it doesn't make... You're building nice new airports. Have you seen the new airport in Kumasi?
No, I haven't, you know. Yeah.
Yeah, it's not like... And I'm like, you still... Like, it's bizarre.
But isn't
Literally.
that's them building the airport though, right? That's them building the airport.
There's still no light.
The locals
no
ain't the
infrastructure.
locals
What are
ain't
you
the ones
talking
flying
about?
out.
There's still no
Literally.
light, sorry.
It's because Boris Kojo and them came. That's why they started building.
And now they're making...
Tourism will create money, though, innit?
No, but...
No,
but
But that's how they're spending it.
tourism
though.
for airports.
But how they spend... Ghana's generated a lot of money,
you're
but
not
how are you
hearing what
spending
I'm
it?
saying, Margs.
I know,
The
has it?
amount of money, when it comes to tourism in Ghana, the amount of money that has gone into that country since 2019 is mad. Like, you're right. Like, bringing, like, tourism is going to bring a lot more money into the country.
And
so
it has.
It should get better.
Mm-hmm.
And it has.
But
Like,
they won't come back if the infrastructure isn't working. I've never gone to a country and go, wow, this airport's amazing. I
you know
love
what?
the fact
No,
that
no,
I
no,
arrived
do
Do
here.
you know what
But
tourists
you
would
know
like
what
though?
it is?
Electricity.
I've gone to a
But
few
it's
airports.
not
It's
that.
just cold.
no, I hear what you're saying, but people aren't coming for the airport.
But they would
But-
they would stay for the electricity though.
Thank you.
It'd be nice for
Or they would come back.
But
Yeah,
this is what
for the
Gina's saying though.
infrastructure.
She's saying that you need to invest then. You need to pour the money into stuff like that.
That's exactly what
But
I'm
I'm
saying.
gonna.
okay.
I mean, obviously, ours isn't as bad as.
Oh.
I'm not gonna lie. Ours,
No,
Ghana's
ours is
not
the
as
worst.
bad.
I can't lie.
No,
We don't have
Ghana's
that
not as bad
Morocco
as
at all.
Nigeria.
Ours is the
Like,
worst.
100%.
Oh, I know. I've been to Morocco. The light was on the whole time. In Nigeria?
We're okay. It's bad, but it's not.
No,
And
ours
to be
is
fair,
bad.
when I went in April, honestly, it's dumb. It's like it'll happen for like half an hour. It's ridiculous. It's like really, this what was even the point? Do you get what I mean?
Yeah.
Okay, so my question.
Mm-hmm.
They say to you, we're going to fix NEPA. We're going to fix electricity. It's going to be constant, like it is here in the UK. Yeah? So give us your money and let's sort that out. Or you
You
say...
give us your money. Go into Tinubu's account. What are you talking about?
No, I'm saying you're coming there. You're coming there.
No. Do you know the issue? Yeah. Sorry, that's really pissed me off. Because everything that happens here, everything that happens in Africa, the situation and the status of Africa as it is, I'll speak to Nigeria before other countries start jumping me. It's intentional. The electricity thing is intentional. All these things are intentional.
Yeah.
I ain't give my money for that. No.
It's
Sorry,
terrible.
carry
It's
on.
terrible. But yeah,
I'll set my hands.
so you've got your money. And you say, okay, this is the money. It's going to be used for this. They say, no. Fix NEPA. Constant electricity. You know what that's going to do for the people, yeah? Right? But then you say, I know where the UK, America, China, Russia, all of them are going. I've got a secret to tap into Tesla's real, his idea from back in the early 20th century. Give me 100 years, you won't need electricity.
100 years?
Yeah. Okay, you know what? 50 years. 50 years, you won't need electricity
50.
at all. We just operate without electricity.
So it is in the 50th year that they wouldn't need electricity
Yeah.
or from like year 5?
No, 50.
Then people would jump me. I would jump me.
Okay.
I think you got to find a balance. I think I would do what you would have you would have better electricity now than you did when I arrived. But we have to also think long-term plan. Because thinking long-term plan is most important, because how are we going to be able to sustain these things? Do you get what I mean?
Yeah.
And I think that's the issue sometimes when people want to just fix things, is that you go in there, you want to fix, you want to be the hero, and then because you want to be the one to hug all the credit and be like, oh my gosh, they're the ones that did it, you don't train other people up, you don't give them the right training so that even when you leave or life happens and you die, it can be sustained in your absence. And that's the problem sometimes.
Yeah, true.
So, yeah.
True. Okay. And Gina, Brent, Ramsey?
I concur.
Okay, cool.
Although you did change your stance from earlier.
What my stance earlier?
You said no, people need now. I'm going to give it to them now.
Yeah, but he said 50 years.
So you're saying they can wait 50 years?
Because electricity is different though. That's a need. It
Is it?
affects people's livelihood. It affects people's it affects businesses. It affects everything. Like electricity affects absolutely everything. Let's have a blackout in this UK for 1 hour and let's see.
We'll be done over here.
Absolutely finished. Look at when Thames Water wants to dig up and they tell you on your road and they send you a letter a month in advance and they say there's going to be water between these hours. Everybody knows they've had advance notice, but on the day, all the neighbours are outside yapping their way talking about what an inconvenience. Imagine that, where you don't have electricity ever. You never know when it's going to come or not. Do you get what I'm trying to say? So, yeah, it'd be like that, man.
All right. Well, makes sense. To me, I was just going to say, sounds bad, but they're used to NEPA, innit? They're used to how it is now, innit? So if they continue with 50 years of that, and I can give you a situation where you don't need no electricity ever again, I might go with that, man.
Sounds like the plot for an assassination.
yours don't make sense. Because how are you going to make what you want to make if the
They're
electricity
going
ain't
to get
working?
you out of there so
But
quickly.
they do what they do now.
No, but you're trying to
Barely.
make something. It sounds like you need a lot of power.
Yeah. Anyway.
Brent's finger.
Yeah, innit?
It's killing me.
All right, man. Let's wrap it up.
Okay, more headlines.
All right, people. So, police chiefs have warned the Home Secretary that without further funding, neighbourhood police officers, a government priority, could be cut. Nearly a quarter of police forces in England and Wales have called on Yvette Cooper to underwrite the costs of pay rises and higher employer taxes when details of their funding are announced early next week. Some are facing budget deficits of £10 million or more, and the Chief Constable of Lincolnshire Police has told the BBC that the jobs of a third of his officers could be at risk, jeopardising the force's viability. A Home Office spokesperson said that the police funding settlement for next year would cover the annual pay award in full and give forces more money to recruit officers and keep our streets safe. Next headline, and plans to green the UK's power system will protect consumers from future energy crisis and has the potential to bring down bills for good. That's what the government's saying. Achieving clean electricity by 2030 was a key election promise for the Labour Party and reiterated by Keir Starmer last week as he outlined government milestones. To reach the target, ministers are working on a radical shake-up of UK energy and clunky planning systems, including at least doubling clean power sources. It is hoped that the plans will eventually lower bills by reducing the cost of electricity. But the government could not say when the electricity bills would fall, and it also faces the risk that any benefits won't be felt in people's pockets until after the next general election. Kind of what we were talking about a minute ago. And our last headline takes us to... Oh, sorry. 1 second, people. There's a bit of a hiccup there.
All right, just so we're here. The last poll was who has the right to critique Africa? Diaspora Africans can do more, 53%. Only Africans on the continent, 34%. Philanthropists have the money, 8%. And we need help from the West, 4%.
All right. So, last headline. Police in Ghana have arrested more than 100 people, mostly opposition supporters of the president-elect John Mahama, over acts of lawlessness. Supporters of the newly elected president who want jobs have allegedly attacked some state institutions, looted properties, and engaged in disturbances that have left some police and military personnel injured. The irate supporters also torched 2 electoral commission officers due to a delay in announcing the outcome of Saturday's elections and the disagreements over some parliamentary results. Mahama has condemned the vandalism and is called on the president, Nana Akufo-Addo, and security agencies to act decisively in addressing the violence. That's it for our headlines.
All right, let's get into asking for a friend.
Okay. No, I'm laughing because this is best marked or Brent to read this because it involves Caribbean lingo. But this is basically from the listener that we had before who is African.
It was getting called midnight.
And was getting called midnight by his Caribbean girlfriend's family. So, okay, basically on Wednesday, I told my girl that, number one, I'm not happy with how her family treat and talk about me and other Africans or dark-skinned people. Number two, I'm not happy she's made excuses and didn't choose to show resistance and not back me regarding her family, even when she knows what they've been saying and doing is nasty. And number three, I cried in the car on the way back from the party the other day. She was still saying that it's just how her family are, and that's when I lost it and I said that we are done. I can't surround myself in an environment that is so toxic, reading ignorance. So I told her to pack some of her things that she had at my house and leave. She went from upset and emotional to angry really quickly and started calling me sassy and saying, how could I even be a guy who cries, and called me a bitch and other explanatives. She stormed off and said, fuck you, and didn't take her stuff. I still wanted my stuff from her house. So the day after, I went to her house and her parents were there. I just wanted to get my PlayStation and cut, but she had told her parents and they both gave me a death stare. The mum said, oh, look, it's the dirty, stinking African boy who has the goal to dash my daughter away. And the dad kissed his teeth and said to me as I was walking past him, "Mina got one no dirty, stinking African boy who I carry, who I cry in the meantime in a this yard. Anyway, gwe." Translation.
Well done, girl.
Thank you. I tried, man. Translation. Come on, hello. Did I try? Thank you, man. I tried. Translation. I don't want a dirty, stinking African boy who cries in the meantime in this house anyway. Go away. It really hurts to hear elderly people be so ignorant, and it does sort of trigger something in me and makes me think of when the Caribbeans in school would make fun of me and the other Africans for whether it being smelling funny, being dark, or having names you can't pronounce. I thought that stuff was just juvenile stuff, but it's sad to see there are some of the older generation that hold on to these ignorant views. Anyway, her best friend, as time of writing, has just come to my house to pick up her stuff. So yeah, it's giving me the reminder to tell you. Sad ending to our relationship. Wishing you guys well.
I'm proud of you. I'm so proud of you.
Yeah,
I'm so proud of you. Well
because
done.
even the fact that even after all of that, you've gone back to the house and they're still that's who they are, and they're not gonna change, and you shouldn't have to accept that. So big up you for picking yourself.
Big up you on every level, and watch your life prosper. and only be. And I love the fact. I feel like now that you're locked into only being with people that are respectful, that are kind, that are caring. Watch the level of people you date go up, and that's the point I was trying to make here. But I feel like there's certain things that people say that I'm never gonna take as just a joke. Colorism is not something to joke about. These things that we're saying to you are not things to joke about. It's literally internalized. I don't even know what it is. Internalized. It's self-hate, basically, and they proved you right. So if
This
you
feels
ever
like a
have the thought
fable
of wanting to
or
be back with
something.
him, back with her, sorry, this is what you need to think about.
So this feels like a fable or something.
You don't believe it?
There's no way I'm grabbing my PlayStation at someone's house and they're cussing me out. You should let shit fly.
I'm just
Now, I don't want my
saying,
PlayStation broken.
No, that's what I said. Grab
I
the
don't
PlayStation.
believe
And
Jonah
when you're there,
slept in the well and thing.
You don't know what?
You can learn. You can learn. You can learn. You can learn something from it though.
Which is what?
What's that got to do
You,
with
you
this?
don't believe it's real?
This just sounds crazy.
Because it's not your reality? Because this is people's reality, even worse.
Wait, so let me ask you a question. You don't think that that's real? Like, as in, like, what he's explained in terms of experience of, like, being African and dark skin and being teased, or it's not been teased, being insulted by his Caribbean girlfriend's family. You don't think that's real? Because I think that's real. 100%.
And it is. And I even feel like,
Like
when he said he's
1,000%.
triggered, he might even be triggered even from
Hey,
his own
so you don't
community.
think it's you, and you're Jamaican?
I don't know no Jamaican people that would do this.
Not to that extent, but I mean, like, the jokes, and again, the
No,
reason
but I'm
why
just saying that I can only
is-
speak from my own personal experience. I
Okay.
don't know anybody that would treat anybody like this. Me personally, all of the Jamaicans in my family, all the people that I know, maybe I only know good Jamaicans or something, and I don't know what it is. I don't know anybody that would do this.
I'm so proud of him, man. I'm honestly so happy. That's actually made my day. Can't even lie to you. I'm really happy about that. Because things like that is so unsafe. Imagine how they would have treated him the longer he was in the family. Imagine how they would have treated his children. If your children are
This is
dark
what I'm
skin.
saying.
Horrible. Horrible. Well done. Big up you. Well done. Proud of you for that.
Because it just sounds crazy. But it was for real. It could be real. Like I said.
This is how people talk to people. People are spoken to like this by their parents. People are spoken to by their family. People a lot of people who don't like things about themselves that have like physical insecurities. It comes from the people closest to them, and that's their family. Like, it comes from the people that have raised you, and that's family. So this isn't shocking to me. 100% believe it.
Oh,
I
Curtis,
love a lighting
please.
moves.
Curtis, I'm going to basically take control of
Oh,
this
whatever,
particular thing.
because
This
I
is-
gave
this
it
is
to
a-
him,
this
so
is
don't
a bit
mind him.
crazy,
The way
but I'll make sure that you get what you need. Don't
Whatever,
worry.
man.
I got you, bro. All right,
I've
next
got a
dialogue,
link.
please.
Anyway, yo, people, my
Oh, we
group
got a crowd
chat
today, innit?
had a convo about the sellout debate on dating preferences.
Why do you
and
call me
what-
Seller?
Se-
Sale. Seller is a Bible. It's a Bible greeting.
Why is it now just locked your... Hello?
It's more like the Psalms or something.
What did I do? Sorry, technical difficulty.
Here you go.
Mister, I don't need it. You're clinging on for dear life. Anyway. Anyway. Saleh, I was going to say Seller again, debate on debating preferences. And one guy took it left, and I wanted to hear your views. The guy said he has no dating preference with race, but that he has felt more confident and good looking when he's with white women. Most of us thought this was wild and feel if you're black and your preference is black, then that's normal. But anything else would need to be explained, examined. Example, a black man preferring white women, or even where a black woman's desire to be with a black man goes beyond just a preference. But this ain't as bad as the first one. We wanted to hear him out as he has dated and been in relationships with black and white women. He said that he is just a victim of being brainwashed by European beauty standards, and how it's the same way some black women feel more confident and good looking with hair that is naturally not theirs. If they can accept wearing hair that's not theirs, that can make them look better, why can't he accept being with a white woman can make him feel and look better? Technically, he was trying to argue. He said nothing against black women, just speaking positively about other groups. We tried rebuttals such as black women having pressure to keep their natural hair maintained, but he responded by saying that if that was the case, black women would be wearing wigs that resembled well-kept Afro hair and not hair of other races. The group is all pro-black guys, but there's no black women or Marcus Garvey disciples like Iman or miseducation of the Negro readers like Margs in the group. Chat to set him straight or make better arguments against his stance. So I wanted to hear how you would correct him, whether it's worth correcting him. Is it a view which will change over time, or you think he has valid points?
Sorry, before we get started on that, what did he say? He said he's a victim of what?
He's a victim of...
European beauty standards.
Condition that rhymes with a Black Star song. So
Yeah,
I just had to get
that's
that out of my
exactly what I was
head. That's
thinking.
exactly what. As soon as Gina read that,
Yeah.
that brown skin lady Black Star song
Yeah.
started ringing in my head.
you know what's so funny? Yeah, when like just date the people you want to date, man. Why are black women in it? Don't use my wig as a reference because you want a snow bunny. Don't be silly. Date who you want to date, love who you want to love. And I think, do you know what? I'll be honest with you. If I was a white girl, yeah, I'd be so annoyed, yeah, if I ever tuned in to like a black podcast or I just even hear my black man with his black friends talking about, oh, this is all conditioning and yeah, black women get allowed to have wigs of silky straight wigs, so I should be allowed to date a white woman. That's why you want to be with me. That's what are you talking about? Stand in your truth, stand on business, and enjoy what you're enjoying. Don't be silly. Leave black women's hair out conversations, man. I can take my wig off. You can't. That has longer lasting effects than a wig on my head.
And how is that the same as, because
I don't know.
go to the first line. He said this guy has no dating preference with race.
That's
fine.
okay.
But that he has felt more confident
That's the issue. That's the problem.
and good looking when he's with white women.
Can I
I have a
tell
theory, I
you what?
can't say it.
Do you know what it is? Is it because he's not good looking,
Okay.
and because let's be.
I think we hear a sister. I think, and we
Also,
see each other.
because I do feel like they fetishize. I can never say the word like black men. Some of them really like, you know what I mean. So I can so for me, I'm understanding that like feeling more confident and good looking because sis is so happy to be with you because you're a black man. So
And that's
you know what I
it.
mean?
That's
But
sometimes.
that's what I'm saying. So he's answering the question that he's asking. Isn't it? 'Cause
And that's
obviously
okay.
he's looking at these white things like I say, like an accessory.
And they look at him like, oh my
like,
gosh.
like a little Gucci bag.
And
So
he's in him as
if you
Gucci
would
bag.
feel confident or you feel better if you got a wig on or a certain type of wig, he's saying, what's wrong with, I'm telling you, I feel more sexy and more confident when I got Michael White.
The
again.
wig is harmless. I'm not using somebody. Like you're using somebody to help you feel better about yourself when the root problem is still you.
100%.
I'm using, if it is a thing of insecurity, I'm using an item that I can just get rid of and I can grow that confidence in there. Like the wig is not being abused by me for the sake of me building my own, I'm feeling better about myself. You have no game. That's the bottom line of all of these things. You need to work on yourself and look within and build your own confidence up. You shouldn't need to date women of a certain race to make you feel better about yourself. That's problematic anyway. Like, even if I had any of my friends say, I have to date a man to make me feel better about myself, or I have to date a girl for me, I would be like, you've got a lot of work to do. So how much more than targeting a particular race to feel better about yourself? So maybe you need to work on your personal confidence.
He needs to heal because it's also like, you know how like some guys are like weasels, yeah, and so like they might date like vulnerable women or like because it makes them feel
Stronger and happy. Yeah,
because you're a pussy.
Yeah, 100%.
Basically.
100%.
So you need to heal. Like you're the problem.
There's nothing wrong with having preferences.
There's nothing.
But
wrong
it's
with
when you
that.
start saying, nah, but this person is better than this person based on something that they can't control. That's the issue I have. If you just said, yeah, equal opportunities,
No, he never said no one's better though. He said it makes him feel better.
But that's
He
an
didn't-
issue. But
yeah,
if
I
you're
know,
saying he dates a white girl, makes him feel better and makes him feel better looking, then by pure contrast, a black woman won't, right? Or someone else won't.
Yeah, but
that's
that's still
the
not
issue.
necessarily
Why are
talking
you
down on anyone,
contrasting the two? You don't
I
have
get
to
what you're
do
saying,
that.
Yeah.
but to be fair to him, that's still not talking down on anybody. He didn't speak about anybody. He talked about he's internalizing his feelings about how it makes him
my
I
feel.
guess so. I guess so. I don't know. I just don't see the point. I go, oh, but white women don't wear wigs. Alright, cool. Like,
But they
this-
do.
And they
Sorry,
do.
Just saying.
And they do.
I think that would be his argument.
I know, but they
man
do.
don't know
But
nothing
just
about hair.
general
White girls
consensus
stay, even if not wigs, like they stay with weave and
Extensions,
extensions.
yeah.
Like stay with
But
it.
that's
why-
a joke.
but you know
And you don't
Ah,
think it's just
but
that
that's
natural
what-
They think
European
it's
flow.
that nice blonde
They
hair.
think it's that
They
natural
look
European
naturally
locks.
blonde.
These times, girls' hair
Oh,
is
she's a damn
thin.
brunette.
No, but it's thin.
Yeah, because they got to
And
thicken it
because
up, innit? They
because
need
of
to give it
hair
layers and
damage
things.
Exactly, get that
and
volume
they
up.
can put extensions to get more volume, but
Hey, don't do that.
Yeah,
It's-
yeah, yeah,
it's
yeah,
not-
yeah.
It's not the wig thing. It's the texture of the wig, right? Because
for some
white
guys
girls
it's
are
the
not
wig thing,
wearing
man.
Black, kinky hair, are they? And
Okay.
the black girls are. So don't make it about the wig wearing.
Yeah, but you know, like white girls can have very, very frizzy hair, and so the texture of the hair that's on their head and the extensions is not what they would get naturally either.
Yeah, but they're the shit ones, though, innit?
So no,
Some girls don't know how to wear that shit.
I get what you mean. Yeah, I think that's in general. But there's also white women who would wear like the texture that their thingy gets
The
them
natural hair.
is not then. Yeah, the texture of the natural hair to what the extension gets them is different.
Yeah, yeah. But
But that conversation is never ever had with the white girls. It's always about black girls wearing silky. I want my hair straight today and curly tomorrow. Loose wave on a Wednesday and deep wave on a Thursday. What's the problem with that? Wigs are expensive as well, you know. All this slander for hard money being spent. You should be starting wig businesses you don't know.
All right, advice.
Step up the game up.
Yeah, here's what he is. He ain't gonna change. He's not gonna change. That he needs to work with himself.
Yeah, I think that's it. But to be fair, yeah. But I think, yeah.
No matter how many white girls you're gonna get, you're always gonna feel the same way.
You're gonna, yeah.
You always
That's
gonna
not the
feel what
cure.
way?
They're insecure. He's insecure with himself. If he needs a white girl to feel better about himself,
He'll
then
marry
he's-
one, have kids, and you know.
But
Then
after a
feel-
while, though, you're gonna need a new one to just juice up your confidence.
Then get divorced and find a new one.
To be fair,
But he'll be in that community. Is that lost?
yeah, man.
okay.
So when I tell people that I can't, certain black men that have dated white women, you can't cross my path. That's me why. Because I'm selling dilemmas like this into podcasts. What's my own?
All right, guys, there's one more, last one. My daughter really wants to be a model, and my wife and I are so for it. She's been put in modelling classes and all sorts, but she's trying to get a role, and she hasn't got anything. And everyone else in her classes have all had at least 2 jobs booked since she joined in July 2022. The common trend and answer we get back is, "You're not really our look." And my daughter does get upset along with my wife and I. It hurts me to see my daughter being treated and brushed away to the side because of her looks, when all she wants to do in her spare time is be the next Tyra. Her and her mum are really internalizing their beauty. I don't know how to handle this as a dad, because I feel like just saying you're still beautiful to her at home, and that really isn't going to do anything for her. It seems as if external validation is a fix for her, but as a dad, it hurts to see and know that other people don't see and express to my daughters. I'm not going to lie, there's a lot going on here. She's 13. What do I do? My son never had this issue, just her. Just for context, we're black and Ghanaian. Parents in the room?
So her son, so their son was a model too.
No, I don't. I
That's
don't
true.
probably.
I didn't bring that up.
She wants to become a model, but
No, but what's the son got to do with it? If your son didn't want to be a model.
No,
Yeah.
he's just
He never
no.
had the
It's
issue.
Just saying the
he's
son
saying
is,
my son never had this issue. I think his son never had issues of internalizing his.
Oh,
I think that's
beauty.
probably what he's talking about.
yeah, but I mean, he was never put in front of people, and people tell
Exactly,
him we
to
don't want him.
audition. Yeah.
So it's not relevant, basically.
No, I was just asking, just in case it is, because maybe the son was a model. You know what I'm saying? So
But even then, it's a boy and a girl. It's different.
There you go.
I don't know. I think
This is the game, man. If you want to be a model,
That's
just-
the entire industry. You're gonna be putting her into that thing.
that's the game. You
You're gonna
got
be
to deal with it. Looks come and go. Looks change. Looks
fade.
looks fade. All these things. If the look's not in right now, like audition, you got. This is what you got to do. This is what you want to
drop
do.
nicely though. You're not really our look. It's a nice way to get put down. You need about when I was looking
That
for
could be
jobs.
that could be
you think-
loaded though. What I'm just
that is
saying,
loaded.
I'm trying to
be
help.
loaded.
I'm trying to help.
More than once.
You
I'm
know
trying to
what?
help.
More
That
than
knows
once?
the truth,
I'm
innit?
trying to help. But when you're auditioning or when you're going for jobs, how many rejections are you gonna get?
No,
You
but
know what it
she's
is?
13. She's a kid.
The thing is, she's young in it, so she's not gonna. You see all this that we're doing.
She
yeah?
said okay.
It's not gonna do nothing for her because she's a kid. She's not gonna process it that way. But I think you should try to really instill in her, like, just get her to focus on like who she is and not so much on her looks, because it's a cold world, baby.
Yeah, but
Do you
Is
know
she a
what
model?
friends
Is she a
It's
model?
modelling, though.
Is she
I think
model
friends should like
I know,
that.
type?
but-
Is she model grade? Because obviously women like to. Yeah, I've seen them do it all the time. You know what I'm
Gas
trying
each
to
other
say?
up when they're not good looking.
And then they
but his dad is gassing her as well.
slay, and it's
No, but his
like-
dad is saying
and
slay,
like,
slay.
nah,
because that's
huh?
a daughter.
The dad is saying slay too.
He has to. He's gang. Listen,
And
he's a
women
minority.
have to as
support.
well.
He's got to support this movement.
But women
You want
have
to be a
to.
model, baby? Okay.
No, women don't.
Women have
You
to.
got it.
Women don't.
Women have
Your
to.
friends
But
not
women will
nice.
like.
Your friends what?
Because he
Friends
might be
not
with his
nice all
brethren
the
saying, he might be in his brethren saying, but that ain't no model, man.
You know you're an idiot. You know you're actually an idiot.
No, but
No, but you know what I'm talking about. But you can't go in the yard and say that.
wait,
Be the villain.
No, but wait,
Chicken
exactly.
at the yard, not get no food in
That's
night
how,
time.
that's how women do that. Then what do you mean? I don't want to be the villain in my friendship group. Now everyone's going to brunch without me.
You gotta be pragmatic. Everyone's gotta be pragmatic. Everyone's gotta be pragmatic. In
Didn't I
regard,
tell you you're a hater?
Trust me. God forbid she's got a man. I'm single. Oh,
oh shit.
child.
All right, back in the boat though.
Women, man.
If I was to tell the dad what to do, personally, I would get her used to rejection. Rejection.
Exactly.
No, there is
No, but she has to be.
Which I hear, but do you know what? I guess, you know, with me talking about validate, talking about like
Internal validation.
Yeah, do you know what it is? I think, yes, she wants to be a model, but I think just in general, she needs tough skin.
But she's 13.
Yeah.
She's
No,
13.
she is 13, but she needs tough skin. So
In this
I'm
industry-
saying moving forward, your focus should be on getting her to get tough skin.
Mm.
I understand because outside
Yeah,
of
okay.
even that, just
Yeah.
in life in general.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And I think
It's
for
hard,
this-
you know.
yeah.
It's rough out here.
Start roasting
And
her.
for the industry she's in as well, like I feel like in the modeling industry, you have to be someone who's assertive. You have to be able to, because even if she does get in,
Yeah.
there's so much pressures in that. I don't know if your daughter is naturally slim or whatever the case is, but some of them go to extreme ways to try and keep that shape. Obviously, I know it's changing and whatever, but there's going to be a lot of pressure. So I feel like this is a great way to teach your child to know what it is that she needs to be doing.
Yeah.
And like the kind of mindset she should have, the kind of the way she should see things. See every rejection as a blessing.
100%.
Because again, there's so
100%.
much darkness that happens in the modeling industry as well. You know, yeah, I feel like you just got to teach her how to accept these rejections. Or if you don't want to, the counter thing is for you guys to lie then. And say that you didn't think it was the right job for her. She didn't get rejected. You just didn't think it was the right job for her. Keep doing that. But then by the time she's 18,
So we done it, man.
do you know what I'm saying?
The
You're
best
going to create someone that's not strong for this industry.
One of the best things Aunt Kemi ever taught me, it's not entirely the same. When I was looking for a job, I was young, bare rejections. Aunt Kemi was like, you need to start counting the rejections. If you're applying for this many jobs, you should be expecting this many rejections. If you haven't got this many rejections, you're not applying for too many jobs. And that's always been stuck in my head.
Big up, auntie.
That's a good one there.
Love her.
I was just gonna say, fully agree. Like, obviously, keep telling her she's beautiful and stuff, but prepare her for
see the world.
the tough skin. You know what I'm saying? And also let her know the people she looked up to got rejected too. So the Tyras of the
Exactly.
world, the Naomi's of the world, they
Everyone
didn't
did.
just get their gigs when it was like 13.
Yeah.
Some of them got 18, 19, 20.
Grace Jones.
Let her know. There you go. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Let her know that sometimes it takes time to be appreciated.
But it is really important though, to reaffirm your child and her beauty
100%.
because,
For sure.
again, with the modeling, for the most part, it is European features. It is, and even when it is dark skin, they want them really oiled up, and they want to. Do you know what I mean? They want to treat them a certain way. So it is important for you and your wife to just continue to pour into her, and let her know that she's precious. And at that young age, not to put so much stock in just her beauty. Like, I don't know if she's got other talents, but let her do other things that she can shine at as well, and that will build her confidence. But
100%.
Maggie just said something I think ties in with what you just said at the start.
Yeah.
I think the racial element could be the issue. Modeling can be very anti-black. I would suggest a change of agency that specializes in black talent.
yeah, absolutely, that's a real thing. So yeah, I think just look into these things and hopefully helps you guys and works out.
Yeah, man.
Love and light.
All the best, man.
All right, let's get into rotation.
All right, welcome to the rotation. Before,
Before we start,
go on.
what are you going to do? Tell everybody these things?
No, I was going to start
You
with
about to do a
the...
disclaimer?
No, because I got a goal, man, but I wanted to...
Yeah, me too. All right, so should we do... you know what? I'll change it up then. Let's... Brent, if you could just throw up any of the wrap-ups, whichever you want first.
Probably do rap.
Ramsey don't live his raps.
Is that Naira
Oh,
Marley?
this guy... You know what?
Ramsey don't live his raps. Ramsey is
Oh, my days. You know what? Marks... So I was talking
Ramsey's
to Marks
a
earlier
big
this
fat
week.
phony.
He weren't going to come
not a
in,
big
yeah?
fat one.
We were talking about wrap-up. I sent him mine,
level of
and then
phony.
he started to go mad because I started laughing at his.
Yeah.
I sent him mine, and apparently I don't live my raps.
He's fake.
You could probably put mine.
Kendrick
If you
not number
guess-
one on yours.
No!
Why would he be my number one?
Because
all
you-
I said is that you fuck Drake up, which he did, and then that's it.
Bruv, you're in there constantly grazing the guy.
Oh my days!
Like,
This guy- he fucked him
caping
up.
for him.
Put it
Sorry,
up,
but
How
please.
can he not be your number? Tell the
This
truth.
is your number one.
No.
Nah.
Guess who's number one?
But you meant to be going through
Him.
something.
He's fucking up. So now we got to roll with what Mark's
What are you
wants.
talking about?
Drake is your number one.
Yes, that's why I laughed. Drake.
Drake.
That's why I laughed.
Oh yeah, you deserve.
Brent, you can
You're-
probably
you're
guess
the
which
phony.
one's mine,
That's
bro.
ridiculous.
If you want to put
How
it
can I
up.
be a phony?
Scissors should be your number one.
Scissor's number 2, but Drake's
Nah.
got more rhythms. So,
So
it's
that-
like,
so that-
it's just
oh.
accumulation, innit, of songs. He's got more songs. It's not my fault. Scissor's number 2.
Nah, man, you're
you
the biggest
single-handedly-
glazer here.
Okay,
No,
so
not
look,
that
yeah.
one. Not that one.
I know that's
There we
Iman's
go.
one.
There's
There's
mine.
Mugs. 24,000, which is respectable. Even you're really busy. So 24,000 is quite a bit.
I feel like that's more than TDA time. Every day.
So top artists for Margs is Drake, SZA, Mars Malone, Future, Gunna. That fits Margs, right? Because if I wasn't to look at that, I would say 100% Margs, especially with the big fucking Drake picture at the top.
Well,
I didn't pick that picture.
Yeah, no, I'm sure you didn't.
I said I didn't pick the picture. Spotify did.
So top songs, Old News, Element, Florida Baby, Chopper, and Different. That Element, yeah, as soon as I saw that, I said, don't tell me that's Kendrick's Element. Because I was about to go crazy on you.
Nah, I think it's Pop Smoke.
It is Pop Smoke. So yeah, this fits in. I laughed because it was Drake first. And then mine popped up. Brent, can you put that one on, please? That's mine. So first is Don Toliver, which is a surprise to me, I can't lie. Then Kendrick, then No Worries, then Travis Scott and Schoolboy Q. I got 39,000.
That's a lot of
That's not a
listeners.
lot.
Minutes.
That's not a lot.
39,000.
That's not a lot.
Is that minutes?
It's more than me.
Exactly.
No, but it makes sense because I'm constantly playing music.
Like I'm on like
But
3,000.
my job doesn't allow me to listen to music. If it did, I'll be way, way higher than that. Top song is Euphoria. Like that. Keep Her, Bandit, and Londis. I'm happy Londis is on the shout out. Blanco, South London's finest.
Kendrick should be your number one though.
Why is that though?
It's just because.
Why is that though?
Because that's the way you present.
No, it isn't. I said Kendrick will fuck Drake up, and then that came to fruition, and then I moved on. I listened to Euphoria. That's another thing I wanted to add. Apparently, I listened to Euphoria.
Oh gosh.
I listened to that song.
30,000 times.
It wasn't that much. 98 times
That's insane.
since the first of May.
What, 90,
Not-
98?
you-
What are we doing
I suggest you hold your tongue.
Overkill.
Seriously, like crazy.
Young sir.
I wish I saw Naira Marley on yours, and I don't know why Naira Marley's on yours.
Neither do I.
On the 29th of July, apparently, I don't know if you got this on yours, I listened to 474 minutes of music on the 29th of July.
474.
Minutes of music.
On the 29th, what were you going through that
I
day?
have no
Did you
idea.
traveling?
I have no
Yeah.
idea.
It must have been.
I have no idea.
It must have been stuck in the air or something.
That's sometimes it just gets like that, innit? That must be the hottest day of the year. I was blasting shit out. Could you please put the next one on, Brent?
Where did you find that in here?
Yeah, one of the slides on there. Here we go. You lot can guess who this is. We got
Who is this?
12,727
That's a lot, actually.
minutes. Top artist, Maverick City Music. Second is Naomi Rain. Third is Kirk Franklin. Top genre.
That is Ezra. That is Ezra.
What are you doing?
Top genre. Top genre is Christian.
Is that what you said on the day?
Holy shit. You beat me.
Well, what did you have?
29th of October, Mark listened to 516 minutes of music. You were getting
What are you
busy
going
before. He's getting busy before Halloween. You're getting in that mode. So we got top genres: Christian, second Afrobeats, then R&B, and soul. Top songs: "Love Me Jeje" by Thames,
Big up Thames.
Jazzy's
Big
song.
Big up Iris Star.
Yeah, and then shows by Kids.
Showa
Sorry, I can't even see
by
it.
Kiss Daniel.
Showa. There we go. And then top albums is
I don't know
Usher.
why Usher's in there.
Yeah,
if I'm
that
being
should be
honest with
taken
you.
out.
I don't.
Zionists
I don't
aren't
know.
welcome here. Then J. Cole, Friday Night Lights.
Which is crazy because that
which
came
is
out
hard.
2 weeks ago.
What?
That came out 2 weeks ago.
I rate that.
Big up J.
Rate
Cole.
that. Then Ashake's Lungu Boy. Unfortunately, I couldn't get one from Gina, but Gina did send her best song.
I'm the
song?
worst person. Do you know why? Because
Why?
you know, I only listen to old school music.
So that's sick.
No, I know. So
Grime
like,
listens to gospel.
no. So when you were like, "Oh, what's my like?" I just nothing I've listened to this year is new. You know,
It doesn't
like,
have to be.
It's the same. There's what.
Whatever works for you. That's why.
Yeah,
that's why it
no,
was
but then
interesting.
also I don't have Spotify. Sorry, shout out
okay.
Beverly because I literally use Beverly's account.
Oh, do you?
So anyways, I was just Spotify. I said it's not right. I said it's Beverly's.
That's so funny.
Please put whoever you want next, Brent. Right.
Yeah, man. You had one job.
No, fight the
This
power.
is kinda small.
I can't even read it.
Yeah. Is there a way to zoom into that, Brent, at all? Have you got
Is
the
it Apple Music as
capability?
well? Oh, no, Spotify.
I can get on my phone. I can get on my
artist
phone.
is Naira Marley.
Is that one
Marley?
on Apple Music?
Oh, I know who
it's
Naira
Spotify.
Marley is. I was thinking about Damian Marley.
So we got Naira Marley as the first.
Naira.
Say Naira.
I'm shit when it comes to pronouncing shit. Is it Nelvian? Second, Ashake, Mark Nelson.
What do you
and
mean,
Nelson.
maybe? Who did you share this account with? If I would have thought Ashake was your first one. To be fair,
Really?
yeah.
I'm
I'm shocked
can I
at
be
Naira
honest?
Marley.
I'm expecting you to listen to like Wu-Tang. What's the other
Fight the power,
like
Public Enemy.
Roots,
Yeah,
like,
yeah, yeah.
like
Alright,
them
alright.
kind of rappers.
Talib Kweli. And
Yeah.
Nah,
What's
that's
Mos Def's new name? What's his
Yassine
new
Bey.
name?
Yes,
Yeah,
yeah.
that's it.
That's
Like,
more. That's more Ramsey.
okay,
No,
bro.
that
Yeah,
fits you
that's-
too. Look at your hoodie. That fits you too.
That's literally what I'm.
guys.
Oh, here we go.
Top song for E-Man was Indigo, which I was mad
Oh, I
surprised
love
with.
that song, Chris Brown.
No.
That's not gonna lie. No one asked you because that ad-lib was so unnecessary. And now look, you're shy.
By who?
Indigo by Nelvian, which was,
No,
it was
never
like
heard
You
of
don't
it.
know who that is.
I don't know who that. I don't know Melvin.
It was
I don't know
it's
Melvin.
lo-fi, so it's instrumental, which is I was mad surprised with.
Oh.
Oh, that's the song.
Yeah,
That's the beat
There you go.
that I was supposed to spit on.
yeah.
Well, I did spit
That
on it.
makes
Brent said it
sense.
was not good enough, so then he never got another verse from me ever again.
What happened?
We were supposed to do a song for Brent tried to force me to rap in it.
Yeah.
And he's like, oh yeah, we've got to do something for TNB, rest of the day. Here's the song. I didn't want to do, I done it under duress, but it was like, you know what, I'm a team
So I did on
player.
the duress, you know.
Team player, let me give you the verse. So I gave him the verse. Apparently my verse was not good enough. And then he wanted more verses from me. And I was
You
like,
never go for it.
no.
You didn't want to do it in the first place.
So funny.
Exactly, he was never going to get another verse. I think he only just found out now that he's never getting another verse.
Real time.
Out of
Like,
the
it's
press.
crazy. Like, I've done what I said I would do. I tried my best, wasn't good enough.
Oh, I tried my best.
That's
No,
good.
no, I'm not surprised. I'm not surprised.
To me, that was months ago, so I think he kind of got the message. I think he clocked on after like the
Yeah,
third week.
when we make plans, God laughs, isn't it?
That's so funny.
We got the
Oh,
last
guys, I gotta
one.
go, man. The plumber's trying to get into my yard.
Oh, yeah,
You
yeah,
kept the
yeah.
plumber waiting outside.
Nah, he's gonna be there.
Oh. All right,
We
see you
got
later.
the Love, man.
Bye.
We got the last one, which is obviously
This is obviously Brent.
Brent's. So we got Lona, Drake, Ashake, I believe.
Come on, Brent.
Don't he?
And then Kendrick Lamar coming fifth, 19,000, which again is surprising with how busy Brent is.
Brent is so obviously Nigerian. That's okay in there. I love that so much.
And then you
So
got
Equal opportunities, though.
I listen to music in the gym all the time.
I know, but it's
You
just
go to
I
the
love it that
gym?
he's a top artist, but you don't have a clue what he's saying, and I love that so much.
Sober wasn't the song you gave.
It was. Was it? Oh no, you said it wasn't. Oh, were you doing that because I meant to guess whose top songs?
What
So
was
good at lying.
What's up with Ortiz?
Oh, Riche. Yeah.
No, wait. Oh yeah, what's Sober? My bad.
okay?
Yeah, appreciate. My bad. Yeah. I'll do that at the
Oh,
end.
is that why you said it wasn't you then? Because we're meant to play the game of guessing.
Yeah. But now you
Such a great liar.
can see you later.
See
You
you
can
later.
see who's top now.
Enjoy
Yeah.
Manchester.
Enjoy.
Love, bro. Love. But
You
alright,
banged out Sober. We heard about Sober came out 2 months ago.
That's true, actually.
So what happened was when he was about to
Let me
come
sit
in,
down.
Yeah.
I wanted to make sure and listen to the song so I could actually critique it.
Oh yeah. Okay. Yeah.
So I played it when I was editing, and then I was exporting a file, and then obviously I kind of lean back when I export the file.
Yeah.
It's gonna take a while, and I just kept on looping. I wasn't awake.
Fair. You must have had a sweet dream there because it's a banging song.
Yeah, I wasn't awake. So that's why the numbers are high. I didn't listen to it that much.
Yeah. I'm good, fam.
Okay. All right. I'm surprised. You know, I listen to it on Spotify sometimes.
What?
Rain. To go to sleep.
Oh yeah. I do that.
So I'm
I
surprised. that
love
they
it
come
so
up
much.
with
Even
Rain.
on YouTube, I love it so much. Oh.
Like Midnight Rain and that. But I'll wrap up quickly. But before I wanted to get into that, actually, I wanted to get into a few cool things. Esther, forgive me if you went through it already.
That's okay.
Shout out DJ AG. He got,
No, damn well sorry.
he's a fucking treasure.
He is lit, you know.
Bro,
Yeah, no, he is.
shout him out. He
He's
was
amazing.
crowned Londoner of the Year.
Amazing. Big up him.
Got interviewed. Oh, I just want to bring up one of his quotes. My phone's bugging out. Bear with me. Yeah, he's just been doing bare work, man.
He has.
And one of the quotes he had on there is, let me find it. Bear with me. It's not about me being the richest person in the graveyard. It's about who I can inspire and give a voice to the voiceless. Shout out DJ AG.
Actually,
Well deserved.
what was your thought on? Did you see the thing with Mimi about it being
Gatekeep.
Yeah.
Or,
What are your thoughts?
I get what she's saying in regards to quality control, but that goes against what DJ AG is doing. He's trying to give a voice, so like you said, the voice to the voiceless.
Yeah.
I get both sides, but I just think she misinterpreted what he's trying to do.
I hear you.
Yeah. What about you?
Yeah, I don't think everything needs to be but I feel like because she went on Aunties Could Never, Big Up the Girls. And I think she's clarified that. I don't think she meant gatekeep in the way that I think it was taken.
She meant like quality control, right?
I think so. I haven't listened to the full thing. I think so.
So do I.
But I don't think, but I feel like for what he's doing, you can't gatekeep stuff like that.
Nah.
I don't, respectfully, when I go on, I don't necessarily want to see just celebrities.
Yeah.
They already have the opportunity.
Yep.
And the whole point is to give everyday people opportunities. And people have been traveling just to get to where he is because
Exactly.
that is like the kind of like they feel like that's their one shot.
Yeah.
I feel like he's like the X Factor
Word.
of the streets. So big up him, man.
Such a nice person. Also, it is the 10-year anniversary, or it was the 10-year anniversary of 2014 Forest Hill Drive.
Love
The
J.
9th
Cole.
of December. Was released on December 9th, widely regarded as one of his best works. Personally, my favourite album, my
love
favourite
it.
J. Cole album.
Love it down. Great concert. Best time of my life.
I think I went to that one as well.
Yeah.
When he's showing the footage.
Yes,
Yeah,
of
yeah.
neighbours or the police knocking down his house.
Yes, yeah. Really,
Neighbours
really
thought he
good
was selling
concert.
dope.
Notably, obviously, this is where it coined the phrase platinum with no features. No features.
None.
J. Cole, I can't think of anyone else off my head who's done that. Double platinum, sorry. Double platinum. As of 2018. The album's double platinum, but no features.
It's still double.
It went double.
It's got a triple there,
2018.
man.
Since then,
Maybe certain tracks on it.
maybe, but
Says
the
tracks on it.
album's double. Yeah, J. Cole's own work, own site, no features. To me, one of the best albums. You looking at me? I can't think of another one. For Your Eyes doesn't touch it.
Friday Night Lights is my favorite J. Cole project, which is why I released 2 weeks ago and there it was. But I think after that, Forest Hills Drive is actually seamless. Like it's perfect. It's great.
It's a
Like,
soundtrack
it's
to a lot of people's
great-
lives.
Yeah. Like, and I think that's what it because I love J.
Yeah.
J. Cole tells stories.
Yes.
But I felt like there was just something that was a very, very full circle moment of everything, of the whole dollar in a dream, following
Yep.
his whole career with
Yep.
everything. And it's like, I'm here now. And I think it was such a big statement for him to have done that with no features. And then for that album to do what it's done. I love the man. Are you going to watch his performance?
Yeah, I need to listen to his podcast in full.
Yeah, I need to do the subscription for it. 'Cause that's how you can watch the Madison Square Garden show.
Yeah.
It's gonna
He's
stream on
released a
there.
vinyl for it. I think he's released like a 10-year special.
Yeah, it's got extra tracks on it.
Yeah.
It's got bonus tracks on it.
Now J. Cole's it. It's
Love
too
him,
bad
man.
people are smearing his name.
Love him.
We have new releases today. We have new releases today from Snoop Dogg and Dr. Dre, Missionary. Fat Joe's released another album. One that caught my eye and I think is going to catch a lot of people's eyes is an EP that was dropped by Dizzy Rascal today, which he named I Invented Grime.
The greatest.
Come on.
The greatest. Big up Dizzy, man. The
Invented
greatest.
Grime.
I'm not gonna
E3
lie,
Bowl,
yeah.
Dizzy
Come on,
Rascal.
Dizzy.
Invented.
Come on, Gina, talk.
That's how kind of
You know-
difference, you know?
You know, like, okay, so if we're gonna talk, you know how everyone
He's doing
has
some
this.
shine.
Yeah.
You know how everyone's,
That's
you know,
that
you're
shit.
never beating these charges, blah 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 blah.
Mm-hmm.
I just saw the album. Where's it
Da, da,
gone?
da.
You see this album here?
Talking it, Gina.
I want to explain to you, lot.
But then
yeah?
get out.
I want to explain to you what this album did for me
Talk
as
to
a
us.
teenager, right? I'm going to explain to you. It's to the point where, yeah, I think I was in year 8 when this album came out. So what, I was 13,
Yes.
I think, when it came out, yeah. And obviously at that time, your girl can't afford like albums and stuff, yeah. So me and my friend, we went halves on the album, yeah.
Yeah.
We split the money. And it was jokes because she, you know, back in the day when you could like copy
Burn
it,
CDs,
burn a CD. So she burnt the CD, and because we split the cost, yeah, one person, no, here's a joke. Let me tell you how mad it is.
Gosh.
One person got to keep the original CD, and then the other person got to take the burn and have the actual cover
Yeah.
with the.
Right.
Ah, that's smart.
Right.
It's a good half and half.
But hold on. So I'm the person who didn't have the cover. So I sat there with a pen and paper and I wrote the lyrics. Because you know back in the day when you used to get the lyrics, I sat there and I wrote the lyrics to every single song on this Blood Clot album.
Wow.
You see me?
I'm impressed by that.
You
You
see
know?
me
Amazing.
and Dizzy Rascal on Boy in the Corner. Don't piss me off. Yeah, honestly, me and this album.
There's nothing wrong with what you're saying.
I love like when it comes to grime, people always say, "Oh, he's better Dizzy or Wiley." Yeah, I'm like, I hear it, but you know, just based as a little girl and like
Yeah.
Nostalgia.
this man.
Yeah. But didn't invent grime.
I wouldn't.
Have you listened to the EP?
No, wait. There's a difference between pioneering and inventing.
I'm just asking
Wiley's
a
the
question.
Of course I have. Wiley's the godfather of grime. Wiley's the godfather of grime.
Tassel.
Yes.
To say he invented it is a huge thing to say. And I'm hoping, me and Brett were talking about it earlier, I'm hoping it brings Wiley out. I'm hoping it brings Wiley out.
What, saying he invented thingy?
No, he's just shut
him
up.
out to do
He's just say
what?
shut up.
As in-
Didn't
just-
Wiley
we just
release
talk.
something
What-
recently the
what
other
do you
day
mean?
though? Like I saw it this week. I'm sure he released a freestyle or something.
I want him to come out full hiding and go mad. Do you remember when he went live on Christmas and told everyone to suck their mum? That's the Wiley I want.
No, we don't need all that.
No, that's what I want. That's the
don't need
that's
drama, man.
it's not drama. That's
Peace
just
and love.
it's just bars.
Them lot are cool now though.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Do you not see when he brought him out at his concert?
I guess so, but
No,
saying you
and
come out
what
and
I
invented
liked,
grime.
no, what I liked was when he was like, obviously Wiley was there, innit? He's like, I can't be performing and have him in the crowd. Like I thought, look at growth,
Sick.
maturity.
Love that,
I
man.
really liked that.
Yeah.
Do you know what I mean? One thing I don't like though, yeah, is him as a person. Like I feel like no, not saying that he's a bad person, yeah, but like I feel like I would have loved. I guess he's very private in it, but you see how like everybody's still quite relevant now and like does a lot for the community. I think that side,
Yeah.
I would have really loved to like
Yeah.
experience more of that. Do you get what I mean?
But because he's private though, he might be doing things but doesn't want everyone to know.
I know, but I know what I mean.
Yeah.
So you don't hold him in high regard, the highest regard. It sounds like
Top three. I've
based
always
on
said this.
based on the album.
Yes, but also based on I think what he did for the
Bonkers.
entire scene. No, forget no. He's just trying to be
hold
disrespectful.
on. See, this is the thing, and this is why I hate about people like
Don't
you.
worry,
Because we know what you're doing.
No.
We're just gonna continue.
I'll do
We're
the
just
thing.
gonna continue.
Exactly.
We're just gonna keep it going.
No,
because
you can't, because yes, we can say that 100% pioneered grime, 100%. The what that album done for the scene can never be overshadowed or understated.
That's what I'm saying.
100%. But now let's move away from Boy in the Corner. Let's talk about him as an artist.
Yeah.
Yeah,
But he
tongue in
is-
cheek.
He is an artist in the sense that he didn't want to stay in grime. He wanted to do other things. So to kind of use the universal metric and say, okay, cool, with regards to grime, you're poor or you're just mediocre or you're just normal, it's not really fair. If he stayed in grime, then we can have an argument. But he wanted to do other things and he has the right to. He's an artist. But when he was in grime, you saw what he did. You saw what he created. He created grime. Or is it invented?
Invented.
Thank you very much. He invented grime. Boy in the corner.
So you lot
Who
can't-
was in the corner? That's right.
But I did go. Was it 10 years? 20 years? 20.
What's
when-
Powell?
No. I went to that. Oh, I didn't even speak about that.
Since
You
it
need
came
to,
out.
yeah, you need to though.
You mean since it came out?
You see, for 10 years, he even did it. I think he did it. No, it would have been back then. He did 10 years. He did a concert.
20th anniversary.
What? Did you ask?
Yeah, Boy in the Corner.
When was that?
Ain't it last year? 20th.
No, I'm saying he did a 10
but
year. I
he
went
did
to
a
the
10
10 year
yeah,
one
yeah.
because it was in Olympic Stadium thing. I went, and it was disappointing. I'm not gonna lie, because it's like
He didn't play Bonkers.
it's 10 years. Okay, firstly, just get over it.
Right.
Yeah, get over it. The song charted, didn't it? He made his coins from it, so you sit there. Anyway, it just, you know what? If I'm going to a 10-year anniversary, yeah, I just expect like even some extra theatrics. Like he didn't bring out anybody new, and also he played like he performed it like literally like the album. I was just like, oh my gosh, like
Is that good though?
no, I don't know what it
'cause
was. It just I
sometimes-
literally felt like I was listening. Yeah, he's not a really great performer. Like, you know what I mean?
How would you advise him to give a better performance? Like,
How would
say on the 25th
I
anniversary.
think after 10 years, yeah, like you could have. Maybe he doesn't really speak to anyone anymore, so maybe there is that, right? Because obviously him and Wiley aren't gonna do too far.
You never know.
That ain't gonna happen. I mean, that didn't happen, but if they did, because Too Far's a banger, they could do that song. But there was no guests.
Why was it bad though? Why was it bad? Do you have like bad breath control?
I just know what it was very underwhelming. I remember Beverly, where are you? I feel like we had this conversation. She better be in the comments. Hello, hi, Beverly.
Morning,
where are
Beverly.
you? Yeah.
Because it'd be interesting to know. And also, I want to ask you, what makes a good in just let's stick it to Grime because that's your shit, yeah. What is a good performer and what is a bad performer?
Do you know what? Yeah. I don't know what it was about that album because remember this was 10 years ago. But I just remember leaving the concert and us lot being underwhelmed and being like, yeah. Do you know what I mean?
Yeah.
I remember that feeling and that hasn't left me. So I don't know what I would have expected for it to be better, but there was just something missing on the day,
That's a shame.
if you get what I mean, which was a
It
shame.
might, obviously I wasn't there, but it might be like rawness. Because like the album is, it's a youthful album. You know what I'm saying? When you're a grown man, 30, 40, doing the same thing,
it's not gonna be the
the
same.
energy ain't the same.
You say that, but then Lethal B did 20 years
Yeah, how was that?
and Pow being a 20-year-old song, performing it live, it still had the same. I was so proud, yeah, because I thought, do you know how legendary this shit is? Like, this is
yeah.
Are you dumb? Like, do you know what I mean? But I think I'm all powered out though.
But
I'm all
Lethal,
powered out because every single person got a reload. So and when they got a reload, it started from the beginning. Imagine getting to the end, yeah, getting to the end and having to go back to. No, it was too much.
damn.
It was too much. I'm all powered. I don't want to hear Pow for another couple of months.
Shout out Lethal though. He I think he opened up for Dave Chappelle.
Oh, sick.
And he was
that's
like,
it.
yeah,
Sick.
yeah. So that's hard. But I think it's unfair though to put Lethal and Dizzy together. Lethal's always been quite boisterous. He's always been quite
Oh, you mean as a
energetic.
performer?
Yeah.
Okay, cool.
No, yeah, Lethal, yeah.
No,
Yeah,
the
He's always
thing is,
boom, but
yeah.
Dizzy hasn't. Dizzy's never, to me.
and
he's never-
can I be
do you know what
honest?
mean?
Do you know what? Let me tell you what it was. He seems like out of breath and like just old.
Yeah.
That's
better
what it
control,
was.
yeah, I
Yeah,
thought
it was
so.
very like sluggish and like,
Yeah.
oh, this is an old man.
He was
Like,
bigger than as well.
yeah. He was. Yeah, I think that's probably what it was.
You gotta be fit to do that.
Didn't
It's
give
not
me
just
jumping
performing.
up and down. Like, you know what I mean?
Shout out to Joke. He posted up a video I saw on Insta, and it's basically, pardon me, I don't know who it was, but she was basically talking about the importance of artists being healthy enough to perform because it's basically like working out. If you're on stage and you don't have good breath control and you're missing out bars, and on top of that, which is my top fucking pet peeve, is your hype man is shit and your hype man don't know your bars.
So when you're not saying anything, it's just
Yeah,
silent.
it's just silent.
That is crazy though, to not know the bars if you're a hype man.
She was saying it was mostly
Who does
towards
that?
Can I
drill
be
artists.
honest? I think I
okay.
could be a really sick hype man, you know?
I think so
I
too.
can see that.
100%.
I can see that.
No,
Yeah,
like
for real.
literally. I'm not even joking. I generally think I could be such a... Because do you know what makes me laugh? But I always think back to Beats and Bands, yeah, with Deneo. Remember, I didn't meet
that
him
was so
before.
much
I
fun.
didn't meet him prior. But like... I was really his hype man. But I've been rocking. I've even shy.
That was lit.
Like, there was even part where I was even doing my own harmonies. Like, I was so committed. I generally feel like I could be such a sick hype
No,
man.
you would be, because
Yeah,
with energy
exactly.
as well.
Yeah,
You're proper,
I
you would have been one of them.
If I know
You
your
basically were.
songs, I'm gonna dance like a
Sick,
dancing
sick.
man, and I'm gonna hype you, and we're gonna really. Someone book me.
That's it.
Someone book me. I literally could be your hype man. Like,
That's
it'll
it.
be cold.
Do you know who can't be a hype man?
Who?
Me.
Why?
Do you know why?
Why?
You see how quickly my voice went on the nerd?
That was so
Bro, it
childish.
was mad.
Yeah, nah.
No, I was so annoyed.
Ramsey
No,
came.
Ramsey, I was so disappointed.
Ramsey did one round of hellos.
No,
Next thing he's whispering. You know, like, what?
No, Emmanuel, just I said, why are you whispering?
My voice,
In this
when I
loud club,
shout,
you're whispering. He was like, oh no, my voice is gone.
Yeah, his voice is gone.
hoarse, like it just goes, it's gone. So I can't, I'll be literally screaming on the mic. Like, it just, it
I don't know
won't
how
be
you're going
good.
to do a live show, child.
It won't, yeah, well,
This is vocal training
I'll have to
before.
keep my voice at a certain level and just not shout, which is
Impossible.
impossible for me.
But there, you're not really like. You're not
'Cause I even said to myself, why were you
Yeah, why
shouting?
were you
Like-
shouting?
Because I haven't got good,
What was you doing? Hello! Because I don't.
I haven't got good club control. I don't go out in it. So when I'm trying to
I
talk
know,
to
but-
someone, and also I'm conscious of, I don't want to be too loud. You know,
You're that
people
person that
spitting
hurts
in your
my
fucking
ear.
ear and that. I was mad conscious that on the night. Whenever I said hi to someone, I kept on moving my ear, waiting to spit on my neck. Like, I just don't want that. Like, it's horrible, and I didn't want to deal with that on the night. So I'm super conscious of that, and I might have done it in the wrong direction. My voice was gone.
Too funny.
That's jokes, man.
So you never said your thing though. You think Dizzy invented? Grime?
No. Do you know what? I'm not gonna say but who would you say invented grime? Wiley.
Wiley's definitely up there.
I think they all play a
huge part.
huge part. I don't know who. I wouldn't say who invented it, but I do feel like they really played a huge part.
Yeah.
Do you know what I mean? All of them. Like you see how you've got is it Mount Rushmore?
Yeah.
Yeah. Like okay, how many people?
4.
Who's your Mount Rushmore of grime?
Are we saying back who started it or now?
No,
Not
just
now.
Mount Rushmore. So it's up to you.
No, I'm gonna go from back
Same,
day because
that's what
I
I
feel
would
like
as well.
back day has to. The only reason why now is even a thing is because of back day.
Dizzy, Wiley, Kano.
One more.
The
One more. I have to give it to Lethal.
I've always thought D double as that fourth.
You know what it is with D double? I've never I feel like he's sick here, but I've never understood it the way them understand it. I think I feel like it's a guy thing.
It's the energy though.
I've never understood it to that degree.
I don't understand it.
It's the energy though.
That's true.
And it's like when certain people in hip hop, yeah. It's like you kind of listen to them and think, okay, cool. In terms of bars, lyrics, rhyme patterns, complex, they're not there.
Like Lil B.
No, he's trash, innit? I'm talking about somebody who's actually good, but they're just not the best in any category, right? Necessarily. But
And you're
the
saying that's
energy,
D-double?
Yeah, pretty much. But the energy, though, he's the greatest in the energy.
So repeat what you said, please.
So basically, in terms of the bars, in terms of the all them sort of things.
In terms of bars, in terms of songs, in terms of lyricism, in terms of everything you just said that makes a good artist, D-double doesn't fit that, but he has energy.
It's because, just like in hip hop, a big part of it is performance. When it comes to performance, nobody's like D-double. And you know that to be true. You may not like and appreciate what he's saying, but performance...
You can't like and appreciate what he's saying because he's not saying any words.
Stop this.
You know what I'm talking about. Let's not.
I don't know what
you just called him a shit artist, but said he has good
When
energy.
did I say that?
You said he's not a good song maker. He's not a good
I said
writer. He's not
the
a good
best
lyricist.
in any of those categories. But to me, on stage, right, and energy, he exemplifies grime.
Oh yeah, no, that's not.
But
I'm
what I'm
never
talking
going to
about.
debate you with that.
That's what I'm talking about.
Yeah, no, never
You
that.
know what I'm saying? So that's the reason why he's rated so highly. Nobody listens to D-double for his philosophies. Nobody does.
Yeah, but there's not philosophies in grime, so that's unfair on D-double.
No, but you can listen to Wiley and take
People
something
love
away.
Street
You can
Fighter.
listen- you
People
can-
love.
No, but you
yeah.
can listen to those artists, Kano, and take something away.
Oh right.
It's bars,
But
you know what I'm
that's
saying?
unfair on D-double. I can't lie.
No, but that's what I'm trying to say
Yeah.
to you. We're holding him to other people's standard, but when it comes to the thing he does best, he is the best.
Okay, so D-double's number
Your
one.
fourth.
The fourth. Sorry.
To me, my top 4 has always been that. I've not gone back to.
So who was it? Sorry,
recalibrate. Wiley, Dizzy, Kano, D-double.
See, I've got the same 3. I just don't know who my 4th is gonna be. I don't know if I get it. You've done Lethal. I think
Because what he's done, Power's huge.
I get it. You've done Lethal,
Yeah.
which is sick. I get why you've done D-double. I don't know who my 4th person is.
And before anyone gets on to me, I'm not going to say gets because we're talking back in the day.
Yeah.
I'm
It
talking
doesn't
about.
have to be. It's your Mount Rushmore. So
Oh, if we're
somebody-
talking now,
No, it's all
If it's
time.
all time,
It's
then-
all
yeah, that's
time.
different. That's different then.
It's
That's
all time.
I'm talking about
The
from the
person
start.
I'm gonna put I'm gonna put Stormzy.
Yeah,
I hear it though.
Yeah,
I
yeah,
hear it.
yeah, yeah.
I hear it.
Stormzy's my 4th.
But is he grime? That's the
He
argument
started
I
off as
heard.
grime though.
I'm hearing a lot of people saying he's not grime no more.
But from the beginning, he definitely was a grime MC though. So
Now,
yeah.
now who'd it be
No,
now?
but don't
And
do
what
now.
was
Do
Dizzy's
all time.
Dizzy?
All time Gets is there.
That's your Mount Rushmore. All time.
Gets has to be there.
So
Gets,
what is your 4th?
Gets Kano.
Gets Kano.
That's it. No, sorry, it's Wicked Skegman. Sorry, I was really obsessed. No, I used to love them. Stormzy's, literally. Sorry.
Gets Kano. And you know the way I rate music. So
Yeah.
I'm not going to say Dizzy because I'm looking at his whole discography.
You don't need to explain. You just need to
It's
tell
just
us.
bonkers. It's just in my head. I'm not gonna lie to you, though. I'm saying in regards to everything, Kano's remained consistent. Gets has remained consistent. I can't think.
But
of,
hold
I can't
on.
think of-
My
Skepta.
whole, my thing
Skepta
is,
Chip.
you know what? I was gonna say Skepta and Chip. I was gonna say
Skepta,
Chip.
yeah,
But can I say-
Skepta, but maybe I will switch Frisco and Chip. I'll alternate them. I think Frisco's disgustingly underrated.
Cold. Oh my gosh.
He's mad
I
underrated.
think he's one of the best in boy band.
100%.
Like
100.
You see Frisco.
Yeah.
Did you even see the other day recently? What are you doing?
Frisk.
Did you see recently how he did the thing with his son and they went back
Yo,
to back?
he bodied his son.
sick.
And I was so
I don't wanna hear from his
like
son.
literally, I was just
Sick,
like,
yeah, it was sick, it was
no,
sick still.
no.
Frisco's crazy. Frisco was
too
one who barred the
cold.
Grime Saviors. Frisco's too
He's too
fucking
cold.
good.
Honestly,
And
I think he's
Yes.
underrated.
He's
At the bottom
underrated.
is Jammer.
I think he's hard.
What'd you say? No one asked you for the valley. We're talking about mountains.
No, she said.
No, he said.
Why are we doing this?
Wait.
She said, "Boy, better know."
No, I know. No, I said I think he's one of the best.
No,
in
you
boy
heard what
band.
I said.
No, I know, but that's what's killing me. And what's killing me more is you said no one asked for the valley. This is too hilarious.
Oh, you lot are troublemakers, man.
No,
Yeah, what happens, innit?
but then no, because I feel you're not gonna.
No, say it, because I'm gonna get killed all the
Because I
time.
feel like with the whole jammer thing though, yeah, isn't it similar to the whole D double thing?
No.
though? No, listen to what I'm saying. I'm on your side. Listen to me. In terms of like what he's saying,
Okay.
he's
Mike.
for what he does.
Yeah.
For what he does, yeah. Like,
He's sick at it,
He's
yeah.
sick at it. But
What does he do, please? No, do something.
the showering.
It's not the same. It's not the same as
Obviously,
D-double.
it's not. It's not.
D-double
No, it's
is-
definitely not the same.
yeah.
I don't think anyone.
Remember that clip
No
you,
one-
you sent me the other day?
I've said you loads of
D-double,
shit.
D-double.
There's loads of them where he's just getting constant relapse. Yeah,
You know D-double-E is your fave, right?
yeah, 100%.
That guy has energy. He just brings the electricity in the room.
Yeah,
Just
100%.
shuts everything down. But ooh.
He doesn't say. He doesn't say.
But the bum bum.
You made it
Bum bum.
He made it so
Christmassy, innit?
Christmassy.
Ooh. The big body.
But calm down.
Yeah, you're right.
100%. He doesn't have to say anything though.
You're right.
Like I feel like he can come out and just all he has to, like you said, all he has to say is but and the song. Here we go.
So who was your fourth? So right now of all time.
That's a
then?
Stormzy. That's my fourth.
No, but of all time.
Yeah, of all time.
Oh, of all time. So you said Wiley, Dizzy.
Kano and Stormzy.
Okay.
Just in terms of when I think about
That's a
who
good
I've
list, though.
really like, do you know I always base it on like my obsessions? Sorry, like of being really, you know what I mean. But you know who my all-time favorite group.
Yeah, can I guess?
I want to see if you know me.
Oh no, I don't know you, but
No, that's just who do you think it is?
Bro Deep.
No,
Oh.
Easy go.
no.
Fire?
That's too far back.
Yeah, you're going too far back.
Oh, too far back.
Too fair, I was going to say real deep, you know?
Yeah.
Nah.
Scratchy's hard.
He is.
Oh, what? That's good.
Yes.
Okay.
Okay,
Okay.
yeah. I hear it.
Extra's
Guys.
hard. Extra's hard.
I hear it.
Guys. Where's Beverly? I'm really annoyed Beverly's not in the chat because honestly.
No,
And I
I
will
hear
never
it.
forget, yeah. So Merckx then did Back to 95. So again, this is like 10 years ago. He did like he bought a mixtape called Back to 95 and it was like a proper old school mixtape, had a party. And obviously, them lot don't MC, like, sorry, yeah, because I've begged. I begged on my 25th birthday, begged on my 30th. I was like, guys, can you just, nah, we don't MC anymore. Now they've come back here, I'm like, oh, look at you. Because when I needed you lot to thingy, you weren't trying to do it. And so he did a party and everybody was in that building and everybody jumped on, like, best day ever. It was
Sick.
so sick.
Sick.
Yeah, man.
No, Rough Squad.
Rough Squad are like my
They were serious, man.
favourite group.
I think personally.
I don't know if it's the East London thing. I think that also is. I'm biased. in it.
Personally, I think Rapid, one of the best producers.
Yeah,
Grime
100%
ever.
top 10.
Ever.
I
Easily.
think so. Max has released a lot of stuff now,
Yeah,
right?
yeah.
And it sounds hard.
Yeah.
All right, forgive me if I'm wrong. He sounds like Gets. His flow sounds like Gets to me.
I hear why you say that.
His cadence, the way he's flipping, the way
Yeah.
you
I
know
think
Gets
there's-
does
It's
that.
unique though. It's different.
I
But-
think
but
there's
this
an
is-
influence, but I don't think he sounds like Get.
So if I close my eyes and you played with the pitch, so I couldn't
Yeah.
hear his tone,
Yeah.
I would think it was Gets.
There's a difference. I can hear the difference. Merckx is a bit more. There's certain things that Merckx
I
does
think
that
Max is
Gets
a bit more
doesn't do.
animated.
What? Then Gets?
Not animated, but like
On the track in terms of like, how he scripts on
Yeah.
the beat.
I don't think anyone's as animated as Gets on the track. He does like different voices and everything.
Okay, I
Brent
get
is
it.
getting
Okay,
my
okay, I
nerves.
get what you said.
He like does different. He
But the
plays
thing
with
is,
the pitch.
but Gets is more predictable in terms of his, because I know his rhyme pattern. It's like Kano's, isn't it? He's very loyal to the rhyme scheme.
Really?
Yeah,
Okay.
that's one of the reasons why he's so great, because
Okay.
he always makes it rhyme. like with 10 different syllables. You know what I'm saying? But Merkston might switch it up a bit. You know what I'm saying? So I think there's some differences there. Remember when what's the name of their group? Merkston, Scorcher, Gets.
Oh, it's annoying me. What are they called again?
Oh man, Wretch was even part of it as well. Isn't it?
Yeah, Wretch. Yeah. Not Stormzy, sorry. Scorcher is fucking sick. Even back in those days, it's crazy what he was doing.
Insane. He's insane.
Scorcher, I mean, sorry.
Yeah,
Scorcher.
insane.
Always been.
Insane.
His pen even back then, before the face tattoo.
Yes,
Oh.
especially back then.
To me, again, this might be controversial. Wretch was at the bottom.
I see why you'd say that though.
Wretch
I
was
see
at
why
the
you'd
bottom
say that.
when it came
I
to
see
them
why
in the
you'd say that.
cipher. Gets, Scorch, then Wretch.
Scorcher was sick.
The movement.
That's
Thank
it.
you.
That's it.
Ah, they were sick, man.
Bro,
They were sick.
too sick. Ooh, I think someone's posed a good question actually. Hold on. Who said it? JM said Jamie is ahead of Stormzy.
You know when I think of JMV, sorry, yeah. You see how you think of
You know,
no, you think of
No, I allow it.
about
Bro, I rate
Bonkers,
Jamie. Yeah.
I always think of his verse in Done Talking, and it grinds my gears so much.
Shout out Jamie. Shout out Jamie.
Jamie's cold. I'm
Shout
not
out
gonna lie. I did have a
I rate
yeah.
Jamie.
You know what? Yeah, fair.
I rate Jamie.
I understand. why
Remember,
you
guys,
put
I said
Jamie
my
there.
pick is based on my obsessions.
Yeah,
or
but
people
that makes
I've
sense,
been
though.
obsessed with.
100%.
So you lot saying, "Oh, me picking Stormzy over whoever," doesn't make sense.
No, it
yeah?
makes sense,
It
man.
makes sense to me because I know how committed I was to like listen. Do you know what I mean?
Mm-hmm.
So I get it. What you lot saying in terms of
One can even say, I think, just to back up your point, there was a kind of there was a time when Stormzy's come in, everything changed after him. It's like he brought the resurgence.
Who Jamie?
No, Stormzy.
Oh, okay.
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, because he was new. It was like new, fresh,
yeah, but
fresh
exactly.
sound.
He made it fresh,
Yeah,
almost.
yeah.
You know what I'm saying? And made people start paying
But
attention.
Jamie
again.
ain't stopped.
No, Jamie's just a.
does anyone
He's
know
a-
what I'm talking about though? About his verse on Done Talking?
Let me hear it.
No. Because
Nah, that-
I just
don't
that's
come
just
to mind.
when you said that, that's the first thing my brain went to.
Hold on. He's more than that though.
No, of course, but I'm just saying, same way this is more than bonkers.
Yeah, for sure.
There
sure,
you
for
go.
sure. No, I didn't say he was only bonkers. That's unfair
No,
to
but
me.
you just keep bringing
Because
it
it's
up.
so
innit?
bad.
Like,
It's so bad.
What is?
Bonkers.
Oh,
Is it in the middle?
Jamie's that guy that if you.
Sorry.
Jamie's that guy that if you ever needed somebody that could bring something that nobody else could bring for a track, Jamie's that guy.
Yeah.
It's kind of how I see. They're
why
different,
is
but it's
no
kind
one
of how I
talking
see.
about Chip though? Because Chip is
No, you're right.
Yeah,
He's in
You're
my
right.
top 4.
yeah, because Chip is up there.
100%.
Oh, I'm sorry, Brent. Who's on your top 4?
Oh, thank
No, I'm
you.
sorry.
Thank you.
He was like, no, he's in my top 4. Sorry. Who's in your top 4?
Kano.
Go on.
Gets.
Okay.
Chip. And I would say,
This is of all time, right?
yeah.
You was
and
acting like you had it. So
I'm
hand,
going by who I've actually listened to.
Okay.
I haven't
See?
listened to much of Wiley.
No, but that's what I'm saying. You
So
see,
he'd never be in mine. I haven't listened to much of Wiley.
So who's the 4th then?
The 4th would be, who have I mentioned? Chip, Gets, Kano, Dizzy.
Dizzy.
Yeah.
Okay. So,
I was
Kano-
gonna say what this is. I'm surprised this is not in your.
He is.
So you listen to Chip?
Yeah.
What'd you
I
listen to?
I did. I listened to all of his early stuff.
Did you listen to his recent stuff?
No.
No?
The
Snakes and
compilation
Ladders?
thing? Yeah, I did.
Okay.
And I like when it is that he's beefing and stuff. The quality
Yeah,
basically puts out is
yeah.
it's just
The last one he done to Stormzy is still on my like songs.
unparalleled.
Ooh, controversial. A of Diamonds is saying Ice Kid is better than Chipmunk.
No.
I don't agree, man.
No.
I don't agree, man.
Torment. No. Ice Kid, you're like 12 years old. You didn't have a heart full of torment. Sorry, go on.
As since you like talking about bonkers, yeah.
Go on.
Do you have an issue with people going like fully commercial?
No. Because it makes sense. In a economic point of view, it makes sense. Sound wise, it sounded like shit. If it was that's not a holy problem.
But then I feel like the reason why a lot of these like the people we're even speaking about are like even at that level is because they went commercial. Because then it allowed them to tap into a completely bigger. Because when you're talking to whites, yeah.
They love Boy in the
They're
Corner.
no, but they're not gonna come and talk to you about ice rink rhythm. Sorry.
But a lot of them do. Don't get mixed up.
but
White people
I'm
love grime.
No, but I'm talking like Do you get what I mean?
Yeah,
Are they gonna,
yeah, I
if
get
I
you.
said to you, do you know who is from Scared 'Em Crew is? They're gonna look at me and be like, whom's?
I can hear the sirens coming.
No,
I
but
get
do
what
you understand what I'm saying? Like they did like. I know what I mean.
No, I get you.
Why are you shaking your
100%.
head, bro?
No, because
That is
What
just
about the sirens coming?
crazy.
Leave him. 1 to the 2
there's
to the
this
3
3 to the 4. See,
Nah, you're
there's,
crazy.
I get what you're saying, and I understand people saying they don't like the fact that he went commercial. I can't blame an artist for going commercial. My issue is that the song was shit. It's a shit song and went commercial, and it's a really bad song. Why did
He
you let
has
it go
other
out?
good songs that went commercial. One of my favorites is I forgot the name, man. Dance with me.
Oh,
That's a bop.
I guess so, yeah, but
It's a bop.
it's definitely better than Bonkers.
Yeah,
Bonkers is really bad.
it's fine.
It's really. Do you like that song?
That's the song you hate.
No, do you like that song?
What, Bonkers?
Yes.
I've seen it go off. I've watched it go off.
Gina, do you like that song?
I would listen to it, as in like, I've listened to it.
By force, if you're in a club and there was nothing
But
else
I've
to do.
seen it go off completely in a club, and I've seen what the song has actually done to people, so I understand why it tried.
I'm sure, yeah.
So if you were to just pick one, who's your goat?
Ooh.
All time.
Of all time.
All time.
Well, so you can do that,
Just
that
one.
face thing, that thing to me after I say it.
No, not at all.
Gets.
Okay, Gina.
It's gonna have to be Dylan.
Yeah, Emmanuel.
No, wait. Because also, do you know who retires for me? Kano, you know. You see me and Kane, me and Kane, we're
Home sweet
here.
home.
Me and Kane, we're here.
I see
I think
why.
every girl has said that.
No, we're here. You know, I met him, yeah. I was so childish, man. Because when I think about it, I've even got a picture. I look so excited. Me and
Well, like Digga D and Nicki Minaj.
no, it was too excited. I'm proper like grinning teeth, and he's laughing. I was like, and the cat's like, oh my gosh, I made Kano laugh. Gina, grow up, grow up.
I get that. It's definitely, you come from a place of nostalgia.
Yeah.
You can never take that away from you. So I, completely
I
understand.
love Kate. Mm.
I get you, 100%. Is Home Sweet Home a through album for you? You could play it throughout, from start to finish.
Yeah.
Easy.
Even the other
What,
day, I
Home
was,
Sweet Home?
Yeah.
the other,
course.
yeah,
You
definitely.
can't do that.
And when I went, even Made in the Manor. Like, you know, when that came out, when that really came out, yeah, I think I went to, luckily, yeah, I got sent to so many,
Do it again.
Hey, you do look
He's
like
gonna
Stevie
give
J,
you
innit?
oh, yeah, you do. I went to so many activations for that. I think I saw him perform it so many times.
Right. That makes sense.
Probably why.
I didn't like-
I went to
I-
a private listening party. Like I went to loads of things.
I wasn't a big fan of Made in the Man, I don't think.
Cultural.
Did you say?
It's culturally relevant. That's why.
Let me double check. Oh, sorry. Double check the album again. Free Wheel Ups.
Free relapse. Yeah.
And Garage Skank. But see, my issue with Kano, yeah, with the newer stuff, is that he started to sound. I feel like there was a lot of the Streets influence in his newer albums, and I'm not a big fan of the Streets. I don't personally.
So
I
you
don't
didn't
get
like,
it.
Is it Night Night?
Yeah. With,
I don't. I don't like Mike Skinner's bit.
that was hard still.
Yeah, but I don't.
And then leave him. What? It's like a ghetto love song, man.
I'm not a big fan of Mike Skinner.
Because of his ethnicity.
I'm not a big. What, Mike Skinner's ethnicity or man?
Sorry, who's the best for you, man? Yeah. One person, just one person.
I'll give it to Wiley, you know.
You listen to Wiley
Yeah.
a lot, yeah?
Not now at the moment, but yeah, before, yeah.
Okay.
Legendary. You know what the thing is, yeah? Funny little story. I got this book called, I think, Top 50 MCs or something. It's an old book by Kumo D, yeah? Obviously one of the pioneers of hip hop. And he gives his top 10, the reasons, breaks it down, everything, yeah? Sorry, top 50. And he puts, what's his name? Why has his name just gone from my head? It'll come back to me as number one, right? And I just think to myself, why would you put him as number one? Like, I get it, but surely it's because you're from the same era, innit, sort of thing. I understand now, because to me, Wiley, in any era, can put down a better verse, can perform better than anybody on any given day, in any era. From the time, from back in the day, Page Go, Roll Deep, every
He's an
single
alien.
time.
He's 100% an alien.
Who does that?
Yeah.
Who does that?
So you're basing your favorite just off skill.
Skill and
Relevance.
yeah, because I wouldn't necessarily say that Wiley's project. I don't think no Grime project's better than that. Home Sweet Home, I think was close though, but That's
I don't
the
think
pinnacle.
Any Grime
Grime
album
project.
is better than Boy in the Corner.
Home Sweet Home was the best.
You know
That's a-
what?
that's-
I think
yeah,
they're
that-
different
I
types
need to
of
sit
albums,
down.
though. They have two different feels for me.
Definitely.
Two completely different feels. So I don't
Definitely.
think I could even compare them.
I
But
think I
like,
need to
Definitely.
sit down with
but
that.
both of them would be like they just. You know what? It's you're right. It's very nostalgic, and for me, they played such big parts of my youth. Both albums.
But a lot of rappers, yeah, they may start a particular genre, and after 5-10 years, they're kind of done. Why that was not Wiley's story.
Yeah.
To do what he's done, I think, again, this might be a controversial take. When you're talking about the greatest artists in any genre, Wiley's name has to be considered. Right up there with Jay-Z.
And
Right up there with, you know
I'm
what I'm saying?
not angry at that because I think he was the one. He's the main cog.
Yeah. And normally you fade away.
Yeah,
After
and he
5-10
hasn't.
years, after 2-3 albums,
He hasn't.
the man's still here.
Yeah.
That's insane. Impossible.
Even after the whole rant he did a few years
No, but
ago.
you
man
can't kill
still-
Wiley. though.
No, but them man's tried
They
to.
tried.
And he can't.
And they failed. No, you know what I'm saying? So to me, Wiley.
I'm just going to digress the conversation a bit. I just want to ask you a question. All of you, actually, Brent, Gina as well, and Esther, yeah. Did you didn't listen to
Wait, this is definitely a genre that Esther is not interested in. Yeah. She's just like,
TikTok.
this is about my
Don't worry.
pay. This is about
This
my
is
pay
like, it's like
grade.
this side of the. You'll see Kirk Franklin on that list.
This is how I feel when you lot talk about politics. I'm not gonna lie. So I'm like, woo, but my pay grade.
Did you listen to Kendrick's new album or you didn't?
No, I didn't.
Okay,
I
cool.
think I attempted. I just no.
So those who have, yeah?
I haven't.
You haven't?
Sorry.
All right, cool, it's all right. So those...
What? Who's he talking to then? Just Brent.
What, you haven't? Oh, it'd be Brent.
I ain't
This is
even
for you.
listened to Mr. Mo out.
Oh, this guy. So if I said I gave it a 2.5 out of 5, right? Or a 2, for people who didn't like the album, would you say that they don't like rap?
Ask the question again.
If someone says
Given
they...
that you gave it a 2 out of 5, that's what you said.
Yeah.
Okay.
Say anyone who doesn't like the album,
Yeah.
GNX by Kendrick Lamar,
Yeah.
yeah? I gave it to I thought it was meaty.
Yeah.
If someone doesn't like GNX by Kendrick Lamar,
Yeah, yeah.
does it mean they don't like rap?
No.
Cool. I had a bit of a discourse with Semtex,
Cool.
and I said doesn't make any sense.
Mm.
You can't. One, that album doesn't embody
Who's
hip hop.
Semtex?
DJ Semtex.
Didn't do that.
Is
It's
it the,
disrespectful. It's a bit disrespectful.
Oh, because you didn't call
Oh
him
my
DJ
God.
Simpson.
Yeah, it's like just say that.
Gotta give his credentials, man.
Yeah. It's a
obviously, I meant it with no disrespect. So DJ Semtex said that if you don't like the album, then you don't like rap. I said you can't say that. That's a wild take. That album doesn't embody.
Yeah.
It doesn't. It's not hip hop within its core. I said the album wasn't palatable for everyone, especially seeing as how it was fully West Coast. A lot of people may not like that album, and we just ended up having discourse. I just wanted to know that was it, because he seemed to think that was
Do you
the
think you
case.
can say that about any album?
That's a good
Like
question.
if you don't like
Yeah.
Illmatic, you don't
Yeah.
like rap.
Yeah. Do you think you can say that?
Yeah, I think that'll be a wiser thing to say, because that does embody a lot of what hip hop is.
Everything.
He's not lying.
But GNX doesn't.
Oh, yeah. It's Kendrick, though.
And he said, something else he said you can't be a Kendrick fan and not like the album. Something like that.
That seems to make more sense, though.
Doesn't though. Because
No, just more. I'm not saying it completely.
you don't have to be if you're a fan, people conflate the word fan with stan.
Yeah.
I don't need to like all your projects. A fan is someone that is able to be objective between all projects. I'm not gonna, just because Kendrick released it, doesn't mean, oh yeah, I have to like it, give it 5 out of 5. No. There's times in which I don't like it. And there was stuff on that album which he had weird cadences on there. He also had weird sounds, but Semtex came back to me, oh, it's weird. Will you find it weird? Well then I'm surprised because the rebuttals didn't make sense.
We all send voice notes to each other.
Nah, it was all message.
It was quick.
No, I think it took a few. Took a bit. Oh, okay, all right.
All right.
Should we go
No,
through?
I
No,
just
no,
wanted to
let's
know
go
how
for put you
you're
on. No, just
communicating,
stop.
it would have been nice to have a fluid conversation back and forth, you know? If it is that you're just typing it, that means that like everything's kind of truncated, and
Yeah.
like delayed. I
Yeah,
mean,
it was annoying.
I mean, it's just, do you really believe what you're saying when you just?
I was
type
called
something?
self-important.
How do you mean?
I'm showing signs of being self-important.
You have beef now?
No, I hope not. I hope not.
Yeah, people have opinions, innit?
Yeah, but
Yeah,
I
people
just
have
said it. I just thought it was a wild take. You can't.
You said that. I'm not gonna
Yeah,
go back on
thank you. So I've said a lot of stuff. You can't say that GNX embodies it, embodies rap, and then say you don't like rap because you don't know the album. I just thought it was a wild take. That's what I want to say.
But 2 out of 5 is
2.5. But bear in mind, I said that was. I never even said that. I said I caveated with. I'm comparing it with this previous work, and with this previous work came concepts, bar, untitled, unmastered. It was all conceptual albums. It all had stories. It all had something. Yeah, Glory is a story. Obviously, Reincarnate is a story. But I'm saying the albums itself. And I don't think that's a hot take at all. I don't think it's controversial.
fair.
Should we go through the put you ones?
Okay.
Did you... Esther, did you listen to the put you ones?
I did not.
Gina, did you go through the put you ones? Okay. Emmanuel, did you go through the put you ones?
I did, you know,
Cool. Brent, you obviously did. Let's go through them.
quickly. Yeah.
Why did you do that face?
I didn't know we had putty ons.
Yeah, I said it in the message. I'm picking everyone's top. I even posted it.
Yeah, you said read more, but when I
Exactly.
read more, it was
It was-
one line. I don't know if you put it on.
I did.
I don't know if you put the put you on put on.
Yeah,
I
all,
did-
all of those were put on.
Yeah,
right?
yeah.
Oh, I just thought it was
Did you ask me for put you on?
I took everyone's top song
Oh,
as a
that's,
put you on.
that's why
Yeah,
I'm
yeah.
like,
But I was,
confused.
I was wondering why there was more than there is TDA.
Yeah, because one of them you don't have to listen to. It's your song. Or two of them, including mine.
Oh,
Yeah.
I don't get it. Still,
I did
but-
wonder that as well. I said this is a long list.
There's like 7 people in there.
But one of them was your songs.
What do you mean?
So you had, for example, Esther had Thames, Love Me
Yeah.
JJ, yeah? You had the Lo-Fi song. Brent had Sober.
Oh, so put you on to the top track, everyone's top track.
Yes.
Ah, I said, when did I give you that?
And that's why I was confused.
Yes. that
Oh,
is
okay.
it.
Oh,
fair
okay. Sorry.
Yeah.
If I've heard
Hello,
Brent's.
hi, we're back in the room.
So
Even though-
obviously we go through the songs. You most likely heard some of them, so it was super like homework. I was surprised by yours, Ginny, you know?
Why?
Your top song.
Why?
I don't know, I just thought it was a super popular song.
Do you know
What
what,
was
it
yours?
is? It was.
Shwala Bam.
Love that
Do you
song.
know what it is?
How's it go? Shala bam bam bam.
Shwala Bam.
Saturday,
No,
Friday
no.
to Saturday,
The
Tuesday to Saturday.
No.
There's a whole dance to it.
Go on, Gina.
I'm done.
It's a banger, and it's got a remix with
I
did
even
you
put the
listen to
Burner Boy.
with
I did
I
the
think-
Burner
I think
remix
the-
as well.
Burner remix
that's
was
what
so
I put up.
hilarious.
That's what I put up.
Do you know why? Because basically on Wednesday I was at radio with Nepia, and Nep literally did 100 songs in 90 minutes, like reset, and basically did the top 10 countdown. So because I was there and I was listening to we was even debating, going back and forth, and I argued with him because his top song was a song I didn't think should have been number 1.
What was it?
What was it?
It was Rema's Ozeba. I hate
Oh,
that
come
song.
on.
Ozeba,
Oh, no,
Thank you. I hate it. I'm sorry. But
Do you love that song?
The
I
reason
didn't
why
listen
he
to it
picked
because it
it
mixed.
because he was like he didn't do Shwalaban because he's like it's an Amapiano song. This is an Afrobeat show. I said,
No,
Oh.
but Burna Boy's on
sorry.
there. Burna Boy's speaking Yoruba.
Exactly. And he had so that was number 2, and I was just like. This song came out in February, and it's still trending now. The song ain't dead yet.
That song,
That-
that bang.
do you
That's
know what I
because people are
mean?
still trying to do the dance.
It should have been in my top, actually.
So you're
I'd
picking
back
a
that out.
song that's like just because it's loud and racket. It sounds like a racket. I said you didn't even pick. You're here talking about Afrobeats. I said the song doesn't even sound like Afrobeats. It's racket, and that's what you put as your number 1. I was so angry. So basically, because of that,
I get you.
that's when I was like, no.
Yeah, that's a banger.
I'm gonna
let's-
put Shwalaban
that's a
as
banger.
The chat needs to relax because you lot acting like I was trying to hit that dance for real, bruv. You lot need to...
But I can argue with it. Thank you. I was even arguing then though. Like we went back and forth for time.
It's legit now, isn't it?
Oh,
Pairs,
why? Because I'm pairs. You're annoying. You're so annoying.
So my one was obviously Kendrick Lamar, Euphoria.
Yes.
I think it's gonna be held as a defining moment in hip hop for bodying one of the
Greatest rappers of all time.
for bodying one of the biggest.
Isn't it? National with my
rappers.
Uggs.
Get me?
Yeah.
Euphoria's top. Then we had Mans Malone. Did you listen to that one? We had Mons Malone, Old News.
Whose was that? Once.
Yeah, of course.
I was surprised.
It's
though.
Esther's.
I was surprised. I think, what? This sounds quite lover boyish.
Mark's a lover boy, you know. Mark
funny.
is a listen. He comes here, gives you just stupid advice and asks for a friend. What do you think is happening outside of asking for a friend?
That's true.
One of the
Mars
bars
is
was
a
funny
lover
though.
boy.
One of the bars was funny. One of my ex-girls' son, I'm paraphrasing. But it's like one of my
is the
ex-girls
heated
didn't
one
know
or
our 7 worked through her mum's yard.
What's
Go on.
what's consider one about?
One of my ex-girls didn't know that I was serving work from my mum's yard. So she was bagging up. He was shotting in the mum's house.
See what I'm saying? Mark's is balanced. A love song about, I don't know, something crazy.
What did you think about that song, Brent? Anyone see Bahrain Messiah's song Taliban being taken down? No
Why did
way.
Copyright.
No, I didn't
Copyright.
see that.
Complete teeth.
Serious?
Yeah. When you,
Excuse
when you,
me?
When you see
From
the
who?
You see the original.
That was also a
That's
really
a big
big song of
fucking
the year,
song.
actually.
Yeah, go and sing it, do you know?
When you go and do it,
Da 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 da
It's a big song.
da da. You trying to get
Say
me
they
out.
bad from which part?
You-
Tell her pussy.
No,
That's a
no.
big song.
It's a
I
tune,
just, I just
it's a
know
tune.
how the beat goes. Yeah, I saw that actually.
I didn't see that.
who's the
I didn't see
original?
that. Yeah.
We're not him.
Google after.
Somebody else.
That's a shame. How can your biggest track be
If my check is clear, you think I'm sending money back?
Like, they're gonna take it back.
Oh yeah, because do what they did for Robin Thicke that
yeah,
time.
they're gonna take that shit back.
I know.
sorry, so random, yeah. But I just really want to quickly say this before I leave in 5 minutes.
I wanted you to be here for the Remy Man. Oh,
I think the best song of all time in the world.
The world.
in the world. That's big. Do you know what?
It is, but I'm
What
Cisco,
Taliban?
Cisco Fong song.
Oh
No, it's not.
It is. No,
No,
let me
it's
explain to you why. Let me explain to you why.
gosh,
That song, yeah.
She had dumps like a truck.
No, let me land.
drunk.
The song, yeah. The first, second, and third verse is the same.
Yeah.
It doesn't change. You lot have never clocked it. You've
clocked
never
it.
clocked.
100%.
You're thinking about it.
It's true.
Because it's the verse.
that girl so
yeah,
scandalous.
he says it free.
It just goes up a bit.
It just goes up a bit.
Yeah, that's it.
It's the same verse.
That's lit.
Thank you. Thank you.
Not best song in the world, lit.
No,
but
no,
that's-
no.
I'm gonna listen to it now.
And
It's genius.
that song
So
is
he just
genius.
shouts
And
in
also,
between.
yeah,
And it repeats the verse.
every version I've heard, the garage version, don't piss me off. Like,
I can't say it's the best song in the
an
world.
entrepreneur.
Gina.
okay, fair.
That's
can't.
a businessman.
I can't, but I just want you to know that the song
gotta waste
holds a
your
lot of
time.
weight, man.
Yes, it does.
Even
It
the
does.
instrumentation.
Guys,
And the video.
Guys, daddy, what's this? Like, come on.
His mouth and his lip.
Okay, obviously it can't be the best song in the world, but I just want you guys, Esther, when you go home, when you're driving home,
I'm gonna listen to it.
and
'Cause
just
that's actually crazy.
and realize it's only got one verse.
when they say work smart, not hard, that's
Yeah.
literally
Yeah.
that's actually it.
Word. That is funny. What would you give that Mars Malone song, Brent?
I didn't see any of these tracks.
So you didn't do the homework.
No, I didn't. I didn't know we had to put you on. That's what I said.
She said everyone's top song for this week's Put You On.
Is that what it says in the
That's what I
message?
said in the message, yeah.
Did it?
Yes.
All I saw was
Do you
the.
know? I missed that.
And I said, see you guys
Because I wasn't going to
tomorrow.
say there wasn't clear instructions. I just saw inshallah. And I said, all right. I'll see you tomorrow. So I said, okay. Tomorrow.
Well, great.
That'll do it.
Let me tell the viewers then whose top songs were. So mine was obviously Kendrick Lamar, Euphoria. Marg's was Mons Malone, Old News. Brent's was Orisha Williams featuring AO Beats, Bella Schmurda, Sober. E-Man was surprising, was Nelvian Indigo, which is a lo-fi instrumental beat. And as I said, Esther was Thames Love Me Jeje.
Which is a
And,
move for 2025.
and Gina was Schwalabam, obviously Tito M featuring Yuppie Burna Boy and SNE. And then we had, but I can't even bring up the other one because no one's heard it. I can't bring up the last one.
You could say it though. What the hell?
Is it, how do you say the name though? Is it LIA?
100%.
LIA Highs and Lows, which was Danielle's.
Big up
it
Danielle.
Is it
Nice.
IE?
It's ELLAIA. Elia?
Hey.
Elia.
When I looked at it, I just thought, oh, Elaine. That's what I saw.
Not Lorraine.
So just to have this on record, no one looks at stuff properly, yeah?
Except me.
No one
As you can
does.
see,
No, I'm not gonna lie, I don't look at stuff properly.
Oh.
Do you see how I have to pin the poll about the last day of the last working day today? No one reads the chats. Like, if you message me on the chat, I'm going to see it after I'm in the room. Like, there's just, yeah.
I responded to that though.
Yes, you did.
I voted.
Yeah, that was the first thing Mark's ever responded to in the
well, I was
speed ever.
surprised.
I was
Yeah.
shocked.
I was
He was the
surprised.
first vote. Couldn't believe it.
I was surprised.
So
I
that.
think that brings it to a close.
All right.
Thank you, everyone. Where's the camera?
Big up you, man.
Thank
Done
you,
well with the rotation this
everyone.
year.
Huh?
This is your last one for the year.
Possibly. Possibly depends on what's next week is saying. Possibly.
That's up in the air at the
You
moment.
still have to
Yeah.
come back next week anyway, but we'll talk.
Okay. All right.
Big up you though.
Thank you.
That's been really fun.
That was a fun one.
All right, Rema.
Yesterday,
Oh.
they've been cheating on each other.
What?
But to be fair though, they're separated, innit?
Okay.
Let me give me 1 minute. Let me just go through this very quickly with you. So basically, yesterday morning, it was like this happened at 3:00 in the morning. So basically, let me set the
What
scene.
was you doing? at
No.
3
Here, I was at TDA when this happened. Remy Ma came to her house at 3:00 in the morning. I'm making up the extra bits.
Yes.
I'm trying to take you there. This is why I imagine
Okay.
what happened.
Okay.
She gets into her house, right? What's his name? Papoose is on the sofa,
Yes.
knocked out sleeping. But what was he doing before he was sleeping? He was
Exercise.
dirty macking on the phone.
Okay.
So his girl, who's a boxer, Chelsea Sam. You should know her. Hold on.
Oh,
What's her
wait.
name?
Is this why there was a girl who was rapping? And I saw, like, she was standing there and, like, it was something about...
So she'll punch up Remy Ma then?
Yes.
saw like a joke
She's
thing.
actually she wants to have a fight with her.
Then again, Remy Ma use guns.
Oh no, it's not
innit?
Chelsea. It's Clarissa.
Clarissa Shields.
Yes.
Remy Ma, chill.
swear.
You get
Yes.
knocked out in
People
2
said it'd
next
be
year.
interesting because obviously she's got the hands. Remy's allegedly got the guns.
That's it.
How does this end?
So go on, sorry.
So basically, Remy Ma went on Instagram yesterday and said this about Pat. Basically, I'm just gonna give you a summary because there's actually a lot to read. If you want to get details,
Clarissa
go on the blog.
Shields.
Yeah, Clarissa Shields.
Let me
So
see.
basically, essentially, she got home and she found that what's his name? Papoose was on the sofa, falling asleep. He was out here doing pillow talking at wee hours in the morning. He was on the phone to Clarissa or whatever
How did
else.
she know?
Because she walked in, he had fallen asleep. But she was still on there. She must have just been yapping away. She's then heard Remy Ma in the background. Obviously, she's locked off the phone. So then Remy's then gone through the phone and then she's just seen messages. And it's so funny because how are you... Obviously, they're separated, to be fair, as well. So there's been a lot of, oh, you guys been cheating on each other, blah, black love. But essentially, they've been separated for a couple of years now, which is why she had that other boyfriend.
Yeah, I remember.
Whatever. Cool. So basically, it's funny though because Clarissa's basically his girlfriend. Obviously, Remy's got a boyfriend and whatever,
what's the
that
issue?
rapper guy.
So what's the issue here?
I don't even know, but basically as well, I don't know. Actually, if I'm being honest with you, I don't
'Cause
know
they
what
still
it
live
was
in the
that
same
got him
house.
ticked off. I don't understand. I don't know if they necessarily live in the same house, but she was talking as though like, you're here, I'm doing you a favor kind of thing. And I want to get a divorce. You're not trying to give me a divorce. And essentially as well, I think he's been manipulated. She was saying how there's been a lot of stuff that's out there in the press about her, like really negative stuff. And she's been saying to him, you need to come and clarify this. And maybe I reckon it's probably like the cheating things. Like all that, oh, she's been cheating on him, blah, blah, he held her down and all that, whatever. So she was saying how she's been to him, like, you need to clear stuff up that's been said about me in the blogs. And he's just like, oh, nah, you know how Papoose is? Like, oh, just relax, ignore the hate, ignore the da-da-da. She's doing all of that. But she was like, enough is enough. I'm not doing all of that stuff. But then also, she then showed actually DMs from Clarissa when Clarissa was begging friends with her, trying to use her stylists and whatnot. Remy was wishing her good luck with her fighting, blah, blah, blah. So it's almost like I honestly don't know why it was all of this had to come to surface. Other than the fact I feel like it's the whole blog thing. And I think she said in the messages she saw, I think they're talking about her, something like that anyway. So it was just like, I think she was just kind of just sick of it. So there was that. Obviously, Papoose also responded and basically said that Remy's a narcissist. He's been asking for a divorce and blah, blah, blah. And then said that she didn't spend Christmas Day with her child. Then he put up a picture of Remy and her boyfriend under the mistletoe in matching pajamas for Christmas. But then Remy then responded with videos of her in their home with the kids running around opening presents or whatever. Essentially, it's just back and forth, back and forth, back and forth.
Why do people do that?
I don't know.
Like, we don't need to be, you don't
I
need to
don't
lift
know.
up your skirt.
And obviously,
that high,
they're black
man.
love. They're the hashtag black love people as well. But a lot of it, and then also, and then Clarissa also says that Remy has 2 boyfriends. Remy was like, that's what he told you. Papoose tried to say Remy cheated. And then Remy then told Clarissa that, by the way, you're not the only girl he's with. But then Clarissa said, okay, so if that's the case, why are you messaging me then?
Facts.
Because why am I in it? Cut a long story short, they've both taken the post down.
No,
but
it's
then Remy
the
took the
fact
post
that
down
Clarissa
because
is trending.
Papoose called her. She said Papoose called her begging her to take the post down, but she was like, "Not before I say this." So then she basically said how the whole so basically the summary of it is that she's basically saying that he's done a good job in making himself look like this. Oh, I held her down, blah blah blah, and apparently he was cheating on her when she was in there. But then
How long was she in for again?
a few years now,
Yeah,
like
8 years.
6 years. I think it was 6 years or something like that.
Sound crazy.
I think it was something crazy like that, 6 years or whatever. So apparently, she was basically saying that, like, if you're calling me a narcissist, but I've actually helped you maintain this good image and black love thing. There was moments, and she's also talking about her battle rap thing, and she was saying that how apparently he was angry that she was going to do the battle rap thing, and saying she's trying to help other people, strangers, before helping him with his career and whatnot. And then apparently he was feeding people information. And you remember that thing that went viral that time, where one of the
that rapper was saying. Something.
yeah, and he was battling her boyfriend.
I thought the guy that said the reckless stuff was with her.
No, he was battling
Well,
her
not with her,
boyfriend.
but
That's why he
okay.
was throwing the shade, saying that, oh, that man held you down for this many years and blah, 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 blah. So she's basically trying to say that you out here feeding people stuff within my camp. And then now they're bringing it. Because when they asked her about that, she was like, people say stuff all the time. It's not the first time someone's alleged something. But she's like, it's battle rap. She's like, I knew what I signed up for. It's brutal. It is what it is. There's no truth to it. Basically moved on. But she's basically saying that he was jealous of all of that stuff and he's found ways to try and sabotage it. So also as well, there was rumors about him fighting her boyfriend or beating him up. And she was like, you didn't beat anybody up. But she was like, first of all, and then the guy basically said, that's why you don't date men podcast. The guy went on his podcast quickly. I said, after all of this, both of them put the post down. He goes on his live webcam show talking about, do you remember webcams? Oh my gosh. Talking about how, Papoose, he snuck in a punch in and blah, blah, he didn't beat him up and blah, 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 blah. But anyway, Remy also said that Papoose apparently, I think he did something with security, that basically tried to avoid security, hit the guy, whatever, snuck off. It wasn't like a fight, basically.
Yeah.
But then Papoose in the earlier messages said that the reason why he fought that guy wasn't because the guy was sleeping with his wife, was because you shook my hand and then you slept with my wife. He found that disrespectful.
Joked him.
But then when you think about it, Clarissa was in Remy's DMs asking for fashion advice. So really and truly, you're both just dating jokes.
Yeah.
Everyone's dating a joker. Everyone's dating an unserious person. They both clearly have a type because that guy's a rapper. Papoose was a rapper of sorts. Do you get what I mean? It's just, And obviously, Papoose had a woman that allegedly shot somebody, ended up in jail. Now he's with somebody that actually does the fighting with her hands.
Yeah,
So we're just like, you both of you have a type.
That type.
And unfortunately, the golden child's got to see all of this crap.
Terrible.
So
Yeah, it's horrible.
it's horrible.
She's
Yeah,
ill
it was
that shit out,
it's
man.
very unnecessary drama. But I think it was interesting when she was like how she's helped him maintain that image of black love around. And apparently they had a agreement. So they've been separated for a while. Apparently, actually, for like 2 years, some even longer than that. Apparently, because she's been in a relationship for 2 years.
Oh, wow.
And she was separated before she got in a relationship. So apparently they've just wanted to keep this thing going. So one of the last things she said was that I'm glad that all of this is out now. We can stop all of this hiding and pretending thing. Because she was actually been wanting to get a divorce, but he's not trying to give a divorce, and he's been doing the whole let's maintain the image thing. But he called her a clout-chaser. So she's just like, you know what? I'm glad it's all done. It's all said and done now. Ain't more black love up in here.
It's a shame.
It was messy. It was messy and unnecessary, to be fair.
Come on, Pat.
But, well,
Guys,
see you later, girl.
enjoy your weekend. Bye.
Have a great weekend.
Take care.
But yeah, that's what's happening on that.
Don't look at me like that. Take care.
No, I thought you forgot about that.
No, did you see where I hit when I come in? Go again, isn't it?
No, we go again. So yeah, that's all that's happening. But while we're on the subject of crimes and whatnot, Lil Durk has basically, so he's currently in jail, right, for a 2023 murder. So if you remember, his brother was killed, and then allegedly he hired people to. He basically was trying to get revenge.
Was it for King Von?
I think it was King Von.
Allegedly, of course.
I think it was King Von. Actually, that's not his brother. Yeah. So basically, his friend that's like a brother to him. So basically, he's in jail over a 2023 murder that's linked to King Von and whatever else. However, so he was waiting for a bond hearing. spoiler alert, he's not granted bond. He's going to stay in there. But before that happened, they possibly have an additional charge for a 2022 murder.
I saw that today as well.
That boy's not coming out. Very
man.
good-looking guy as well. It's just, yeah, I think that's just really
You think Lil
good.
Durk's good looking?
I think he is. He's got like a sweet face.
Okay.
But they tend to, because Young Thug was wearing skirts and here we were,
Don't you think he's
wearing the whole chain.
bit weird?
He's not ugly.
What's happening?
He's not ugly. But, yeah,
I've seen loads of memes about his looks. That's what.
Really?
Yeah, generally, like people have made a lot of fun about his looks.
Lil Durk?
Yeah, like memes
Aw.
about his eyes.
Yeah, he's got like teddy bear rabbit looking eyes.
Yeah.
It's a bit scary though. I wouldn't want that look into my eyes. It's just a jump scare. But yeah, so apparently allegedly, he is suspected of having something to do with the 2022 murder, which is of another gang or whatever. And apparently all of this really was just to get to the bottom of who killed who. But also, I know that he was physically involved, but like, more like he hired.
Yeah, that's what I saw as well.
Yeah. So it's like he allegedly, I think the allegation is that he paid somebody to kill the family of someone. Murders that are put down.
Killers for hire.
Killing for hire. That's basically what it is. So yeah, but then that was all of this was this news was released before his bond hearing. But the bond has been heard. The judge said no. So yeah, and it was $3 million as well, you know. But they said no, you can sit your ass over there. I don't know. I don't think he's gonna. Unfortunately, didn't he have a show coming up? I think he did when that
I
happened.
don't really follow Lil Durk, to be honest.
I don't know the Lil, to be fair. All of them, all the girlfriends, no, not a clue. But speaking of crime, still, young Philly, who is currently in Australia, waiting for the hearing, his court hearing date for a rape charge, has been charged with reckless driving. If you don't like freedom, just say that.
There might be more to the story, though.
Well, he's being chased.
Oh, he's chased?
I'm asking you, what could be more to the story?
He could have done, I don't know, like an illegal U-turn, and then they gets put down as reckless driving.
So he was accused by the police of driving past a speed camera at 98 miles per hour.
Okay, all right.
So it's 158 kilometers per hour, but that's equivalent to 98 miles per hour on a highway. So, yeah, basically.
How do you feel about the whole young Philly thing?
There ain't much information though, innit?
Yeah,
Like,
that's what I'm asking.
Oh, you mean like the charge against him?
Yeah.
There's a lot of information about that.
Is there?
Yeah, there was a whole thing about, you know, the kind of crime it was and this and like kind of things that happened and whatever else. But I don't know. I don't like things about like sexual assault and stuff like that. It's just...
It's a touchy.
It's touchy, but I think for me, I have no shame in my stance that I believe victims, men or women. Like that's just, yeah. But I think with young Philly, it was interesting because for, I would say maybe like the past year, consistently, there's always been some kind of TikTok something about how it is that he allegedly behaves with women and how he speaks to them, how he treats them. Like in the TikTok world of things, there's been a lot.
Like he's guilty in their eyes.
Oh yeah, and that as he's been guilty before he even got arrested, before he even committed the crime.
Okay.
But like, there's been a lot of conversation about how it is that he treats women and how he's disrespectful and how is this and how is that and stuff.
Okay.
So it's just like, so for some people, they're not shocked that they found this out. But I think I just think it's sad state of affairs, really. But I reckon it's probably, I mean, if you keep adding charges to what it is that you're already doing, like do you know what I mean? If you keep adding stuff, then sir, you know, yeah. But yeah, he was the speed limit in the area he was at is 100 kilometers per hour, and he was going at 158 kilometers per hour. You really just want to stay there and go to jail at this point. So
That's crazy.
We'll see what happens. We'll see what happens. It's crazy though. Like when the tides just turn that quickly.
Yeah.
If you get what I mean.
Yeah, for real.
Like just literally. What is this called? Not the blink of an eye.
Snap a
finger.
Yeah.
I'm trying to think, blink of an eye.
It's the same thing.
Yeah.
Drop of a hat.
Basically, drop of a hat. Here you are in jail. Yeah. So I guess I'll keep an eye on that, all of that stuff anyway, and see what it is that happens. He can't use social media. I think that's one of his bail conditions while he's there,
Okay.
or something like that, because they're not gonna have you podcasting while you're on the charge. But yeah, I'll keep an eye on all of that stuff. But yeah, that's what's happening, man. Violence, fighting, exposing cheating partners.
Right, I think NBA YoungBoy just got sent as well. He just got sent back.
Really?
Yeah. I think he's going to do some years as well. Read that recently.
I don't know. There's something about the rap thing though. With I don't know how I feel. I think I need to have a sit down and really think about how it is that I feel about. Because I just don't understand that all these rappers are like massive, massive names.
Now though, So bear in mind when we talking about what Lil Durk was Chicago, right?
Yeah.
So all them man there
Yeah.
from that block,
Yeah.
they've done shit. Like even before they got big and that stuff tends to carry on. They can't
Close
just
down. Yeah, that's true.
So
I think it's more to do with the glorifying though, because the labels are happy to glorify these records and happy to like get them to sell arenas based like off these records and things they're doing and stuff like that. And then when they get arrested,
oh no, it's done. You're out. Yeah.
do you know what I mean? And I think I don't know. I don't know what it is I expect, to be fair.
But bear in mind that
business
that brings more streams.
Yeah.
When they get arrested and you're doing time or news is out, your streams go up.
Can you get the money from that though?
Yeah, but you're in prison, so.
But if you come out eventually.
Yeah, the money's still theirs legally. So if they got their paper in order, someone, maybe their next of kin will be able to grab it. But all that is within the label industry's interest.
But then, you know, like when they charge someone using the lyrics, yeah, and obviously they know who the victim was. Let's just say they know who the victim was.
Yeah.
I feel like the money from that track should go to the victim's family.
You can't.
They might not want it, but still.
They used to do it, especially now in drill. I
Yeah.
don't know if you listen to drill now, a lot of it's like censored out. So they tend to censor out a lot of words.
That's helpful.
They back in the day, they used to kind of mention their ops' names, but you can't do that now because one,
it's self-snitching though, isn't it? No?
Exactly, and you're indicting yourself.
That's a dumb criminal. Sorry, respect for all the criminals out there. But I just feel like, imagine committing a crime. Like, even the people that commit crimes and then they go on Instagram Live and stuff.
yeah, flexing the money and that. Yeah,
like the guy who
it's
killed Pop Smoke. Are you an egg?
Yeah, he's a.
That's like like, I'm not a criminal. I've never committed a crime.
Yeah.
But in that crime 101, don't let people know that you just stole.
R.I.P. Pop Smoke. But yeah.
Do you see? Oh my gosh, have you seen that video of the guy that really looks like him?
No, you know what?
He's doing like, you know that weight TikTok challenge.
Yeah.
He's doing the challenge, and people are no, you wait a minute because you look. I wish I got the video up. He looks exactly like Pop Smoke. I actually thought it was an old video of Pop.
Really?
It's crazy.
Here's one thing a lot of people don't know about me.
Go on.
I hate impersonators.
Really?
I hate them. I hate Michael Jackson impersonators.
Oh, I hate all the Michael Jackson ones.
I hate Elvis
except the
impersonators.
Nigerian ones though.
I hate them. I think that video that you were talking about the other week with the guy, the Michael Jackson impersonator, standing and then feeling like he was.
But I think he's funny. I think that guy's flipping hilarious.
It made me sick. I can't stand
that
him.
made me laugh so much because he looked so impressed. Like, oh my gosh, like you're making me proud. I'm like, you're not even Michael. You're not Michael Jackson.
I cringe so much.
Really?
So much.
If I look like have you seen Usher impersonator? No, he doesn't.
No, I tried to stay far away from him.
No, he's not an impersonator. He's a guy who looks like he's Usher. He's Usher. He looks like Usher, sorry. But he actually looks like he's like Usher's older brother that was on drugs for a while, but has been through rehab. And it's, oh my gosh, should I get it out? Let me see if I can find it. I did send it the other day.
Yeah, I've seen it.
Have you seen it?
Yeah.
Can you get
He
it up?
looks like,
Yeah, I'll get it up.
do you know what I mean? Like he looks like he looks like Usher's older brother that's been through things.
Not even recovering, he's going through it.
If he used to go through it. But I saw that and I thought, if I do like a celebrity, I would definitely be an impersonator.
Really?
I'm making money that
Actually,
way.
get a real job, man.
Nah, nobody can make that money.
What, impersonating money? What's the big money?
There's a girl that impersonates Ariana Grande and is sick.
She get
So
money,
Ariana
though?
Grande has lost weight now. This girl has lost weight too.
Oh, yeah.
She's sick. That one is a mental illness. There he is. Look at him.
Oh man,
Yeah.
let's not lose this episode.
Look at him though.
Oh, God.
He honestly looks like. Have you seen? No, I'm not gonna use that example. He looks like he could be like Usher's older brother or Usher's cousin or something. Especially there.
He looks like a poor man's Usher.
Don't he exactly. Give him some money.
No.
Get him a red fur coat.
Don't.
It work.
Please get a job.
I just think it's so sweet, man. I love it. Get your TikTok views, sir. Fake Usher. But anyway, that's it. Word on road wise. We'll see who's wilding. I wonder what else is gonna happen. I hope someone does basically, usually on Twitter, every year, end of the year, someone will do like a calendar thing of what happened in January, what happened in February. There's been so much. We need a PowerPoint.
Yeah, Uncle Murder's gonna do one, surely.
Yeah,
I need,
Yeah.
but I need like I want a worldwide one because so much has happened this
Oh
year
yeah.
that we actually need. I need a recap.
There was Charlie Brooker, the creator of Black Mirror, used to have a show on BBC called Screen Wipe or Yearly Wipe, and he would literally go through every month. He'd go January, this happened, and make like a
Really?
it'd be like a funny show. It was
that's
I
lit.
loved it, but he hasn't done it for years. So hopefully he'll do this year.
Because there's so much has happened this year, and in the last few weeks of it, I wonder what's gonna happen. I bet you when we come off TDA, something groundbreaking is gonna happen.
Well,
that we
hopefully
can't talk
nothing
about.
scary.
What's scary then?
I don't know.
I don't want like a
Nothing
war to break
political.
out.
Yeah, word.
No, not a
No,
war.
nothing like that.
I mean something like, just like,
Yeah, just
obviously,
funny.
love and light to whoever is affected by that. As long as it's not my just child. But do you get what I mean? But I feel like something, I don't think is the end of it yet. I feel like there's still things that are gonna happen before the end of the year.
Yeah, maybe.
This can't be all that Cat Williams is talking about. It's gotta be more.
I think a lot's happened though.
A lot has happened, but I just think this end with a bang.
The healthcare CEO dying and is a bang.
I don't know that man's name.
I've been hearing his name non-stop.
I know Luigi.
Shout my guy Luigi.
That's Luigi. We know Luigi. That Luigi's not CEO who died.
No, that's what I meant. I meant the whole ordeal.
Oh yeah, I know Luigi's name, but I don't know the seed. Like, that's a bang, but
Damn.
Luigi's cute and been doing what's it called, photo shoots. I don't know, man. I think if Luigi was on a run, that probably that would have been a bit more exciting.
I guess so.
Luigi handed himself in basically. It works in sensation.
Yeah,
Nah,
word. I heard the girl at McDonald's that snitched on him didn't get no money.
she didn't.
Nah, good.
No, he asked her to.
Nah, she didn't get no money. Apparently,
No, but
allegedly,
he
I saw-
told her to call. Because he wanted her to have the money because she needed it.
Alright.
That's a shame. Why didn't she get the money?
I don't know. It put I think I saw something saying that it got so much negative reviews for that McDonald's that it messed her up in some sort of way. I can't remember.
I don't care. Give me my money and I'll quit the McDonald's.
I might get it.
That's very annoying.
I need to corroborate that info though.
But yeah, man, that's it. Is there people's journal today?
Yeah, I'll do one quickly.
Okay.
Yeah, we just have to do that, you know.
Oh, okay.
All right, people, welcome to the People's Journal, where I give you the news from an economics point of view. There's a few things to talk about, but I'm going to keep it brief, people. The UK economy shrank. It shrank for the second month in a row in October. Concerns, obviously, about the budget. That's one of the things that's probably making an impact, you know what I'm saying, on the confidence of this economy. Official figures showed a 0.1% drop, despite the expectations that the economy would return to growth after that fall that we spoke about last month in September. The ONS, the Office for National Statistics, they said that the activity has stalled and kind of declined in certain areas, especially like in the retail, other sectors as well, like, you know, yeah, basically the pubs, the restaurants, retail, all that sort of stuff. And basically those were seen as weak months, and that's probably contributed to the 0.1% drop. So let's just say that gets better. Maybe the other areas as well that contribute to the economy probably will take it up. At least that's the hope in it, because they were hoping that for October there would be an improvement. The Chancellor, who obviously gave us the budget, she pretty much said that the figures were disappointing. But again, she said what Keir Starmer has been saying as well for the longest while, that they put certain things in place, policies in place to deliver long-term economic growth in it. So it's not for the now, it's for tomorrow, basically. Yesterday I spoke about Avanti West Coast and how they were looking at striking over the Christmas. Long story short, RMT Rail, the union that basically sorts those guys out, they've called it off. So they will not be striking over the Christmas period. So that's good news for a lot of people. Still, I would say, plan your journeys properly. Obviously, there's going to be less of a service during those times anyway. But at least they're not striking. They were planning to strike on the 22nd, the 23rd, and the 29th of December. But yeah, it's not going to be going ahead, so that's good. Well, hopefully it's good. Behind the scenes, they're actually doing something productive. Next thing I wanted to mention is there's this British hedge fund trader. His name is Sanjay Shah, and he's been sentenced to 12 years in prison in Denmark. Why? Because he's been found guilty of orchestrating a tax fraud that cost the Danish government more than £1 billion. Insane.
It was like he didn't kill him.
Well, to be fair, this 12 years is the highest that anyone's got in Denmark for this sort of.
Really?
Yeah. The highest ever given out in Denmark for a fraud case. So 12 years, they gave him the heaviest penalty.
It's not
that they
bad
could.
though. I'll take 12 years for Billy.
But
I'll be out in 6.
it might be different over there. But yeah, he's immediately appealed the decision on the spot, but he's going to be remaining in custody in it. I believe his lawyer said, we do believe that there's a fair chance that the High Court might reach a different conclusion. And obviously, we're also hoping for more lenient judgment as well. So that's what they're hoping for in it. But this guy, he's the founder of Solo Capital Partners, which is like a London-based hedge fund. And basically, they received a permanent entry ban in Denmark, and they're going to be having their assets worth $1 billion seized, as well as a lot of their properties as well. That's punishment for this, basically, what they did. Next thing I wanted to mention is Stephen Bartlett. You guys know Stephen Bartlett.
Mm-hmm.
So he apparently, according to a BBC investigation, has been found guilty of amplifying harmful health misinformation on his podcast.
About COVID, isn't it?
Not even that, more so like about cancers and stuff and the food you eat. So this guy will obviously he's one of the biggest podcasters out there.
Yeah.
Right? And he was getting like monthly views of like 9 million and stuff. Yeah, crazy. But obviously he's seen the niche in the food health sector and he's moving to that. Gone up to 15 million now views. But obviously they're looking into what he's talking about, or the guests are talking about, and they're saying, wait a minute, there's a lot of misinformation there. We don't like this. So literally he's got people on the show who may be doctors or whatever it may be and talking about, okay, people are dying because of this, as in the types of food they're eating and things of that nature. And they don't like it, basically. They're saying it's misinformation. Also, something else happened as well. They looked into what he was doing on, what's the show that he was part of? Dragon's Den.
Yeah.
And basically said that there were recent claims from certain guests, including that cancer can be treated by following a keto diet.
Oh, shut up.
Right?
Sally.
Yep. Rather than
That's
proven
true.
treatments. So they were basically saying, listen, the fact that none of the people from Dragon's Den basically challenged them. There was no challenge at all, a little challenge, and allowed this information to be out there. You know what I'm saying? Yeah, they didn't like it, man. Yeah, he's guilty of misinformation. Don't mean nothing really, but it's just obviously what they're saying, isn't it?
Yes.
Yeah. So man, they basically the BBC actually got their experts, doctors who are part of the NHS and things of that nature, just to be clear. So a cancer research professor by the name of David Grimes, also NHS diabetes advisor by the name of Dr. Partha Carr, a surgeon, Dr. Liz O'Riordan. These people they got, spoke to them, showed them the videos, and they were like, no, this is fake. Get this crap out of here. You know what I'm saying? And it's basically what they're saying. So in the 8-month window that they were looking at the stuff that he was putting out, some of these guests, they were billed as health experts. They shared accurate information.
Builders.
Huh?
Builders.
Built.
Oh,
as.
sorry.
Yeah, build as. Health experts.
But builders, come on, tell me about keto and cancer.
No, that's basically their field health experts. And what they said was, in that 8-month window, there's a lot of accurate information.
See?
What happened?
Each time it is that you say a certain thing, the streams.
Streams
cut.
cut
Oh,
out.
really?
This is
Again?
insane.
about health?
Yeah, but it might be you in the music.
Nah,
it's not.
it happened yesterday.
Oh, shit.
It happened a bit though with when we're talking about Grime. I don't know why it happened. Maybe because we mentioned Wiley. God blimey.
Oh yeah.
This is
It
insane.
can't be.
No?
Boy, you'd be surprised, boy.
Got enemies in high places.
I'm going to
mate.
make a reel just on Wiley and see what happens.
I won't make it the light day, man.
Don't do what you did to Wiley to you.
But yeah, man. Basically, what they were saying is that most of the guests, again, shared accurate information, but most of them, yes, accurate information, but most of them also spreading misleading claims. So these
what
are
is it?
violence and controlling actions. Following an incident of domestic violence on August the 29th, Mr. Lambert was arrested and issued a domestic violence protection order, which expired October 1st, right? And this was a fact that Harshita and her family mistakenly believed to be November the 24th. So for a whole month and a bit, this man was out there doing whatever, but they were, unaware. So Harshita's family reported their concerns to the police 3 days after their last contact with her, leading to the discovery of her body and the launch of a murder investigation. The police force has since referred itself to the IOPC. But yeah, long story short, despite the family's pleas for assistance, the Delhi police are unable to conduct their own investigation due to the crime being committed in the UK. And UK authorities have not yet requested their intervention. So basically, the investigation continues. The police are talking about, they're going to do certain things. They're pursuing numerous lines of inquiry, but there's still a limit to what they can do. Unfortunately, man. So sad, man. The full story. Next thing is, trigger warning on this as well. 2 people have been taken to hospital and several others were also injured after a fairground ride failed and crashed in Birmingham. So West Midlands Fire Service said that the ride dropped to the ground level whilst in operation. Happened about 7:30 on Thursday yesterday. According to West Midlands Ambulance Services, paramedics found 13 patients in need of help when they arrived at the scene in Centenary Square. 2 women were treated by ambulance staff for injuries not believed to be serious and taken to the hospital. And our last headline takes us to Uganda. And the president, Yoweri Museveni, who's 80 years old, been there for the longest while, has defended the use of military courts to try civilians. This is following the outcry over the arrest and trial of opposition leader Kizza Besigye. So basically, his rival, who's 68 years old, has been charged in a military court with possession of pistols and attempting to purchase weapons abroad. Obviously, he denies his accusations. But long story short, he was abducted whilst he was visiting Kenya last month, then forcibly taken to Uganda. He found out on Tuesday that he's going to be spending Christmas in custody, man, whilst his trial has been delayed until January. And obviously, Museveni said that any crime involving a gun was dealt with in a military court. Why? To ensure the country's stability, as civilian courts took too long to deal with these cases. And that's why he's saying he's in prison and he will spend Christmas there. Hundreds of civilians have been tried in Uganda's military courts, even though the Constitutional Court has ruled against the practice. And this is basically where the controversy is. But that's it for the headlines. Time to pay them bills.
All right, let's wrap this up.
It's a bit of reaction.
Well, react.
All right, people, just going to let you guys know who's going to be playing on the weekend. Some big games, man. Tomorrow, Arsenal are going to be taking on Everton. Liverpool is going to be taking on Fulham. Newcastle versus Leicester City. Wolves are going to be taking on Ipswich. And Nottingham Forest are going to be against Aston Villa. On Sunday as well, Brighton's going to be taking on Crystal Palace. Chelsea's going to be playing Brentford. Southampton's going to be playing at home against Tottenham Hotspurs. And of course, the biggest game of the day, Man City versus Man United. Quickly, Morocco, they're going to be hosting the Women's African Cup of Nations.
Oh,
Again, for the 3rd time in a row.
Big up them.
Yeah, just,
Let the money actually go into the economy this time. Thank you.
38 countries have entered preliminaries for the tournament. 4 fewer
You
than
got World Cup in 2030 as well.
Who, Morocco? I was like,
Busy
okay.
boy.
Yeah, great. Amazing. Hopefully I miss it.
This guy. Anyway, right? So sides will play 2 rounds at home. Home and away ties, they're going to decide which 11 teams will join the host nation at the tournament in 2026. So basically, they're starting from next year. The 6 highest ranked countries, Nigeria, South Africa, Zambia, Ghana, Cameroon, and Ivory Coast, have each received a bye to the 2nd round. And basically, that's how they're going to be doing it. So the first qualifying round will take place February next year, 2nd round in October of next year. But long story short, it's going to be in Morocco. And the last thing is...
Maghreb. Sorry.
All right, then.
Exactly that. What he said.
The next thing, or the last thing I wanted to say is, I feel like this is fake, right?
What?
I don't know why. Or maybe I'm reading it wrong. But basically, Tank is meant to be taking on Lamont Roach tomorrow.
Huh?
Yeah, December 14th, right?
Mhm.
But it's been postponed till 2025. Yeah. My source is TalkSport, right? So, of course, I don't know, if something's wrong there, blame them. But basically, there was reports of a delay leading up to the meeting, and now it's confirmed that it definitely won't be happening until the new year. So Tank, like I said, he's going to be fighting Lamont Roach. Next year. He's going to knock him out next year.
I
Instead
think
of
I like Tank, you know.
He's the best, man. What are you talking about?
No, his escapades outside of the ring is too funny.
Funny guy.
I'm about to rap something. He's funny, bruv. He's too funny.
He's a funny guy, man. But yeah, there isn't much else to talk about. There's a lot of fights though on the weekend, but I'm not too sure again if all of them are being moved, innit? Or if it's just the main lightweight title fight between Tank and Roach. But yeah, Munguia is meant to be fighting as well against Bruno Surace. Natasha Jonas is meant to be fighting as well tomorrow. Dillian White's meant to be fighting Ebenezer Tete on December the 15th, so on the Sunday. And obviously, yeah, the week after, we're going to have the biggest fight, Usyk and Tyson Fury, which we're obviously going to be talking about. Because that's a decent card there as well, man. Decent card. That's pretty much it for the reaction.
I think Demi's got something to say to you. Saleh, I think Discord calls were blocked today. E-Man was running from the grind.
Impossible, man. I don't run for nobody.
Yeah, sorry, Saleh. Let's wrap it up.
Have we even decided properly?
Not exactly.
Yeah, we can leave it for...
Okay.
Yeah. All right, people. Amazing show. Thank you, everybody that tuned in. Thank you, everybody that turned up.
Yes.
Full house today. You know what I'm saying?
Can I just say one thing? Sorry, I wanted to shout out Ed and Mike. They posted their wrap-ups. I should have said this. I just forgot. My bad. Ed's top artists were Ashake, Burna Boy, Clavish, Dave, and I'm assuming Ruger.
Okay.
Might have said that wrong. He has 8,000 minutes. Boo, Ed, you done shit. And we got Mike Tyson, 95,000
I should taste it.
minutes.
Tyson.
Hey, Mike Tyson.
No, it's Taison.
We just call him Mike Tyson, man.
Oh, man like Tyson, 95,000 minutes. Top artist Kendrick Lamar, Schoolboy Q, Ashake, Sir, and No Worries. That's a strong fucking lineup.
So basically, he's listening to music right now.
He's listened to Euphoria.
Yeah, right now.
Basically.
Yeah. He's listened to Euphoria 225 times.
Wow.
Shout out, Mike.
Wow.
Dedicated to the cause. Top albums: Blue Lips, Wild Lord, Lunga Boy, Heavy, and Algorithm by Lucky Day.
Wow.
Thank
Big
you for your
up them guys,
contribution.
man.
I appreciate it, guys, man.
Thank you, guys.
All right. Yes, today we spoke about Russia. Apparently, they're in direct contact with the rebel groups or rebel group in Syria. NATO, the Secretary General, saying, listen, guys, Europeans especially, we need to switch to a wartime mindset. We need to put more money into what we're doing, man. We need to protect ourselves against Russia. I guess he sees something inevitable. We spoke about the good news between Ethiopia and Somalia. They've agreed to end their bitter feud in Somaliland. Big up those amazing nations there. Police chiefs call on ministers to guarantee funding. We also spoke about the major shake-up of UK energy systems and apparently how they're going to cause lower bills for good. This is what they're telling us. Ed Miliband is at the forefront of this. He's proper on this clean electricity stuff in it, so big him up, man, for trying. We also spoke about the dozens of Ghanaians, supporters of the president-elect who were arrested in the post-poll chaos. They're demanding certain things immediately. They're not trying to wait at all. Also, we spoke about Harshita Brella and basically what happened in the lead-up before she, was killed and found dead in her car. And we also spoke about several people who were injured at the fairground ride in Birmingham, and also about Uganda's leader, Mr. Yoweri Museveni, and how he's fully in support of military trials, man. And for topic of the day, we spoke about whiteness and being rich and the hypocrisy that sometimes, not all the time, that sometimes comes with that. And if they have the right to critique Africa, and also us as people abroad, as Africans though, right? And if we have the right approach to helping our brothers and sisters back home. And yeah, that was it for
We had the
today,
rotation.
man. Sorry, man.
Thank you. You always forget.
Sorry, go
We had the rotation where we went through everyone's yearly wrap-ups, what we listened to. We also had a little nice grime segment. Gina was super, super hyped about. And we debated our Mount Rushmore. Spoke in brief about Dizzy Rascal's new EP, I Invented Grime. I think that's a controversial take. And
Get
yes,
the people going.
yes. And Thank you for joining us today. Anything else to add on the wrap up, Brent? Iman?
Please, follow us on socials. The Day After TNB, Instagram, X, Discord, and TikTok. And also, if you're not subscribed to the channel, please subscribe to the channel before the end of the year. That'd be very, very helpful. But all that being said, thank you for joining us. Have a great weekend, and we'll see you back here on Monday.
Peace.
Peace.
What a
Bye.
book.